Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Kenneth Wright, you got it, man. Mr. Edward Hyde. Y'all got it. What's going on? Hey, Gon, what up, bro? Melody, what's going on? You got it, bro. Novell, what up?
Let me give you one piece of advice. Be honest. He knows more than you can imagine.
At last. Welcome, Neil. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus.
It's an honor to meet you.
No, the honor is mine. Please, come, sit down. I imagine
Oh, shit.
that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole?
You could say that.
I can see it in your eyes.
Shout out to Little Rock 2517 for the Cash App, brother. Appreciate you.
Because he is expecting to wake up.
And shout out to my man Gator from earlier, man. Just random out the blue, man. Appreciate
Do you
that.
believe in fate?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix?
You want to know what it is. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
All right, what up, man? Shout out to everybody in the building. Deborah Leone, thank you for the Leonelli. I know I said Leon. I was Leonelli. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. So if you didn't know, that's what I'm talking about, Gemini. Hey, man, you gotta get them steals, baby. Get the steals and them deals when you can, man. For all in all, for all you that didn't know. So apparently, the Wachowski sisters now. I don't know if you guys know, but they've transitioned for a while now, and not just one, but both. So we're gonna get into some tinfoil hat shit today, baby. Yes, sir. I guess the anniversary of The Matrix happened here sometime, and on Twitter, everybody went crazy with them saying that, you know, this whole time this was a, you know, transgender allegory. The whole story about The Matrix wasn't about the red pill and blue pill. We understand it, and especially in this space, you know, the Black Manosphere, thinking Black man space. A lot of the ideology and things expressed here are based on the movie The Matrix and the theory of the red and blue pill and so on, right? Shout out to, I think it was either Black Quizzard or Sean Styles. I forget which two of the brothers, one of the two of the brothers it was, whoever it was on there yesterday that mentioned it. And, you know, it sounded very intriguing. So I did a little research. I was like, sounds kind of weird. But, you know, all in all, once doing the research, what he said was exactly what they said it was. There's this thing they call the Mandela effect, right? Mandela effect is pretty much where, you know, something used to be a certain way, but after a long period of time, you go back and you totally change the original story. You make a small adjustment that you can't really call out or you know, prove because it's a subtlety. All right. And the people that is so long removed, and like I said today, it's 15 years since The Matrix was originally created. All right, so 15 years is a substantial amount of time. And in 15 years, you know what? You have a totally different generation of people that if you were to change the narrative and you were to tell people that the entire time they were misunderstanding it, it was truly about this, then they're forced to do what? They're forced to evaluate and believe you, especially if you're the creator. You know how we were told within the last couple of years that Bert and Ernie were in a homosexual relationship. You know, what was the other thing? You know, things like that. You know, pretty much we're learning more and more every day as the alternative lifestyle movement takes over more and more of society, that everybody's everybody is alternative lifestyle. I won't use the 3-letter word to say it, but whenever I say that, just throw the 3-letter word in there for, you know, the comedy of it. Everybody's that, man. Everybody's happy. We'll say that. Everybody's happy. We'll just say that. Okay. So this whole Matrix being a transgender allegory thing, man, is like running heavy. And the thing about it is this. Again, when you do the math, transgender people make up less than 1% of the population. but somehow, some way, they keep getting carte blanche and head of the line privilege as far as movements, considerations, and a lot of other things. This is how you know, man, again, that this stuff is just not it's not natural, and it's orchestrated and being, you know, paid for and sponsored by some really, really big powers from somewhere to put this ideology out here that, you know, there are no genders, gender roles aren't real, and you know, they're more than two sexes, all these different things, you know, gender fluidity, sexual fluidity, all these different things. And this whole thing I feel like is extremely critical for this space, because again, the entire space is, you know, this red pill, blue pill philosophy that we constantly speak about here. And it's like, well, hell, man, the damn with the color of the pill, no matter what color the pill is, man, this is the trans pill, baby. Are we going to be able to represent as heterosexual black men the trans pill? And again, you don't have the authority to refute it, because the creators of it has the ultimate authority and tell you what it's truly about. No matter what you say, when you have the originators of something or the creators of something come out and say, no, this is what it really is and what it was the whole time, you were just too dumb to understand it, or you weren't you know, enlightened. You know, if we really want to get into the the esoteric and occultic aspects of this thing, you know what I'm saying? You were the profane who think you knew, but you never really knew in the first place. Well, you have to listen to that authority figure. And being that the movie is such a cult classic, people are willing to sacrifice their own ideologies and beliefs because of the you know, the importance of the movie. I've seen people that you know, oh, as long as it's this and that, I'm cool with it, you know. And we're going to listen to one of the Wachowski sisters now, I think Lilly Wachowski, explain to us just how much us dumb niggas were off base in our assessments of the pill ideology. So let's hop into it.
I'm glad that people are talking about the movies, the Matrix movies, with a trans narrative. I love that how.
Bro, I got to show y'all this, man. Man. I got to show y'all this. I have to show you this. I have to show you this. Man, who? Is this what's really going on out here in these streets? That's what's really going out here in these streets, bro. Seriously. Man.
How meaningful those films are to trans people, in the way that they come up to me and say, these movies saved my life. Because when you talk about transformation, specifically in the world of science fiction, which is just about imagination, it's like, and world building, and like the idea of the seemingly impossible becoming possible, I think is like, that's why it speaks to them so much. And I'm grateful that I can be a part, throwing them a rope to help them along their journey. I'm glad that it has gotten out that, you know, that was the original intention. But
see, this is why you have to be careful what you support. Something that, again, niggas always say, right? Or people say in general, not just niggas, but it's not that serious. You're thinking about it too deep, man. It ain't that serious. You're taking this too serious. It's just a movie. And now you have like one of the most popular movies of all times, one of the best franchises in cinema of all time, pretty much telling you that the entire thing was a transgender advertisement. Mind you, in the movie, you didn't even see, the only time you saw the transformation from man to woman is when Mr. Smith would infect somebody. That's the only time you would see, or not even just Mr. Smith, but the agents. When the agents would turn from whatever random person was around, when they were trying to attack and eliminate Neo or Trinity or Morpheus or something. That's the only time you really saw the transformation. Yeah, and shout out to Genuine Trucker. Yeah, and see, this is what happens when original things are stolen, right? From the original creators, and they get into the hands of people who have fucking ulterior motives. Allegedly, the lady, she claims that her story was stolen. The original screenplay for The Matrix, was stolen from her. I don't know how the full details of it. I know she's went to court for it. She's had litigation going for a while, but however, whatever reason, she doesn't have the proof yet enough to prove that it was indeed stolen from her. And until that gets done, now they get to use this movie again as a staple of cinema, cult classic, a cultural thing, a whole space, man, an entire space. Red pill is a philosophy being used by men to explain their understanding of their place in society and their refusal to pretty much be slaves to the system. But now they're telling you, no, nigga, red pill is trans pill. And I'm definitely not claiming that shit. Okay? I'm not claiming that shit. Because what's going to happen is this. More and more people are going to talk about it. The directors of the film are already the subject matter experts and the authoritative figures of the meaning of it. You can't refute them because they created it. So whatever narrative or whatever interpretation you try to give contrary to theirs will be null and void. And furthermore, now you'll just be capped on top of that as being transphobic, homophobic, anti-LGBT, and all those other things. So there's going to have to be a serious revamp of the philosophy and the language we use, because this red pill shit needs to be abandoned like today. Nigga, my prescription is over with. My prescription as far as red pill anything is done, bro. Done. Diddly done. R.I.P. to Heavy D, man. Diddly nigga, done. Get him out of here, bro. Stop it. These people don't hit you with the Mandela effect, bro, and told you the whole entire time we were, excuse me, I gotta include myself because I use the red pill moniker from here and there. We were supporting a transgender agenda. The whole thing was a transgender allegory the entire time, and we were just too dumb to understand it. Got to be more careful, man. That's why you can't jump behind these fucking movies and these books or a lot of other these things, man. It's funny though too. It's funny. Being that I'm really getting heavy into this studying Marxism and communism thing. Books like 1984, Fahrenheit 451, I gotta read A Brave New World. I'm in the process of reading that. These books are long as shit too, man. Like Jesus Christ. Like, bruh, imagine like before TV, nigga. Jesus. Wow. These books ain't no bitches, nigga. Shout out to my man, Soul Provider. Hey, I'm definitely with it, bro. I'll definitely. Hey, I can tell you this: if they motherfucking turn anime into some motherfucking, that's one thing you can depend on with Asians. They ain't gonna play that shit talking about no motherfucking none of that, none of that alternative lifestyle shit. You never gonna get that from the Asians. I promise you that one. Dang Amari, brother, I never read a Harry Potter book a day in my life. Hadn't watched the movies, none of that shit. That's totally fucking esoteric and occultic as fuck. Anything with witches in it, bro, hey, play with it if you want to. But we have to have some serious considerations now, man, as to what's going to be the terminology, the philosophy, and things we use to explain this, because you just got told by the oh my bad, hold up, shit, I stopped in the middle of the thing. Let me keep going. Let me stop running my mouth. Let Shim finish. Let Shim finish.
The world wasn't quite ready at a corporate level. The corporate world wasn't ready for it. So when you make movies,
mind you, listen to him saying this bullshit, or Shim saying the shit about the corporate level, right? The corporate whatever, right? When they made these movies, they were known as the Wachowski brothers at that time. So this can mean only one or two things. They did this or directed this movie knowing that they already had intentions of both of them. And this is how you know this shit is contrived, man. It's just like, bro, it's like one of the biggest mind fucks and betrayals of psychological betrayals of all time, man. These motherfuckers knew the whole time before they even went into making this movie that they were both going to transition and change their genders, with nobody else having any inkling, idea or chance or anything. All right, just think about that.
And it's this public art form. I think any kind of art that you put out into the universe, there's a letting go process, because it's entering into like public dialogue. I like that there's like an evolution process that we as human beings engage in art in a non-linear way, that we can always like talk about something in new ways and in new light. We had, the Matrix stuff was all like about the desire for transformation, but it was all coming from a closeted point of view. And so we had the character of Switch, who was like a character who would be, a man in the real world, and then a woman in the Matrix. And, that's both were where our headspaces were. I don't know how present my transness was in the background of my brain as we were writing it, but it all came from the same sort of fire that I'm talking about. And because trans people exist in this, especially for me and Lana, we were existing in this space where the words didn't exist, so we were always living in a world of imagination. It's why I gravitated towards science fiction and fantasy and, played Dungeons and Dragons. It was all about creating worlds. And so I think it freed us up as filmmakers, because we were able to imagine stuff at that time that you didn't necessarily see on screen, or even the idea of like, how can we exist in as many genres as possible? One of our things that we really enjoyed doing was like sort of genre bending, where you would have stuff that felt like kung fu movies and like anime and Westerns. And then we always like loved this scene that Ned Beatty would do in this movie Network, where he would talk about the way the world was. And it was always from this like corporate hierarchical, overlord structure. And so I think in our transness, we are always trying to, like, in queerness, like, incorporate as many things as possible. It's just like trying to visualize within, a much larger, infinite scope of the imagination.
And that was, for the record, sponsored by Netflix. Yeah, it ain't gone far enough yet, bro. Shout out to Ginger. Hey, you see what it is, brother. You see what it is. Hey, listen, man. Conservative red pill with a passport, brother. Nope. You're wrong. I'm gonna need you to find a new name, brother. Red pill is trans pill. The originators and the creators of the fucking philosophy just told you so. You cannot override that as a consumer of their creation. You just can't. You just can't do it. No matter how you want to rationalize it, no matter how much you want to, try and change it. No, you are not the authority figure. She, him, whatever. I don't know what you call them. I'll just say this. Those formerly known as the Wachowski brothers, that's what we'll say. Those formerly known the Matt Dicks. Oh, the Matrix. Hey, man, listen. Those formerly known as the Wachowski brothers, I'll say that, right? Those formerly known as the Wachowski brothers has came out and officially said that this whole entire franchise was a transgender allegory. Okay? You get into Twitter, man, this shit gets even more to where, of course, you get, less than 1% of the population that cling, run out, and scream from the hills because finally they have something to claim as their own. That everybody else is, make this. Oh God. Oh man, y'all tripping. Yeah, R Green. Hey man, I didn't say it. They said it. The creators said it. So let me go ahead and get y'all in this thing, man. Because I know this is gonna be sort of a therapy session for a lot of you niggas. A lot of y'all niggas is out here claiming, pills. Pills and pills and pills and pills and pills. Y'all gonna want to fucking end your prescription after this. Okay? Shout out to man Turf. Turf is about to be a whole lot of rebukes going on, man. There'll be a whole lot of rebuking going on. So y'all want to hop up. So now everything we ever thought we knew concerning the pills, red, blue, black, green, purple, whatever the hell color, niggas came up with a new color for the pill every fucking day. Now what? Now what? And the major part and problem of all of this, man, is this keeps happening in society. And this also coincides with the whole Marxist communist ideology, because a big part of communism and Marxism also, a lot of people don't know that Adolf Hitler was a student of the occult. Huge, heavy into it. And a lot of the science and things they were doing back in those days had occultic undertones to it. They were trying to tap into certain energy and certain things, hence the sacrifices, right? Told y'all, man, we gonna get into the, I'm not no expert on this shit, not an expert by any means, but like I said, the people that's done, talk about it in this space, then help me do a little bit of research into the shit. So I'm gonna touch here, just tap here just a little bit. I am not an expert, okay? I'm not claiming to be the subject matter expert. Y'all know the people in this space who are that. All respect to them. Go to them if you want to get into the deep shit, or Google it yourself. All right, that's the first thing you can do is Google it for yourself. But a lot of these things, man, have very huge spiritual undertones and things. And even when you look at the Matrix movie, the occult symbolism in that movie is just crazy. All right. Anything that you know has all of the symbolism and a lot of the signs and things. Like the Matrix has, bro. You should already be fucking weird. But at the time when that came out, I don't think it was heavy. The tinfoil hat gang wasn't as prevalent 15 years ago as it is now. Telling y'all, man, as much as y'all may not fuck with the Bible, it's a damn good fucking predictor, bro. I'd say that. All the stuff that's happening, bro, you know what I mean, is coinciding with what's in that book. And even the occultic people, right? They all target one book, right? That says something. So well, I can't speak for the MGTOW aspect, right? But this is what I can tell you. Again, the creator of the Matrix, which spawned the pill ideology, the pill identification, has just said and came out and officially deemed, and that was on August the 4th, right? That the Matrix was a transgender allegory. The entire time it has always been about transgenders. No matter how much you try and fight it, bro, no matter what you want to say on Google or whatnot, it's been compromised, man. It's been compromised and commandeered. And it should be no heterosexual black man, especially black men, bro, out here representing that shit. Point blank, period. Again, bro, I'm gonna always be the motherfucker. Hey, let me put the link in the chat for y'all motherfuckers. I see a lot of people coming in here late and they're like, what's the hell? What's going on here? What? Huh? What? Yes, everybody. What the hell? What? Damn. Huh? Yeah, man. Listen. Yeah, of course they would. That's again, bro. Everything is coming together, bro. Everything is coming together. Okay, y'all starting to see y'all starting to see this shit link up, man. Y'all starting to see how, you know, this Black Lives Matter global push. Everybody representing Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter pretty much mission statement about what they're about. How Black Lives Matter mentions trans people 2, if not 3 times in their mission statement or in their about section, and they not one time mention heterosexual black men. Do you understand now? Okay. And the transgenders are the least demographic of like pretty much everything. Even the alternative lifestyle movement, they're the least of them. And even though they're the least of them, they somehow get head of the line privileges, and they're getting the most promo. No one finds that strange. No one finds that weird. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence, man. It's not a coincidence that these people and these movements are all coming up and leading back to this ideology. It's just not. Shout out to my man Caesar D1 Fantastic. You're gonna have people mad at you again. Hey, get out of here. Hey, brother. I didn't say this. The creators of the pill philosophy said it. Don't, again, like I tell y'all all the time, man, when I be on the other shit, don't argue with me. Argue with the mathematicians, argue with the scientists, argue with the directors and the people that made the fucking shit possible. Okay, don't argue with me. Argue with them. Go find the Wachowski. Used to be the formerly known as Wachowski Bros. Now they were the Wachowski sisters. Oh man, sisters. I gotta say that because the sisters might turn into something else. I don't want to do that. No, sir. The Wachowski sisters. Can't say that. The Wachowski sisters just came out and told you, like, hey man, this is what it is, niggas. So when y'all running around here talking about this pill, that pill, just know that, you know, ultimately it's the trans pill. And any interpretation other than that, you can have it. But this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We run you pill niggas. Started this gangster shit. And this is gonna be the motherfucking things we get. We tell y'all and dictate to y'all what the hell this shit mean, man. You can try and motherfucking argue all day, but bitch, I'm the originator. I'm the creator. Shout out R.I.P. to Little Richard, man. Make his very own. You cannot argue with the originator or something. And speaking of arguing, a lot of people don't even want to like to have true discussions, man. All right. You know, I was gonna get into it and touch on this shit just a little bit at least. You know, went to a space today, try to have a conversation, get some type of you know, clarity, dialogue going. And it was said, I don't need no dialogue. I already said what I said. It is what it is. Pretty much like I dropped my nuts. I said what the fuck I said, and there's no reply for you to have. I'm like, damn, bro, it's gonna be a one-sided conversation. Well, that's the same thing that the Wachowski sisters are doing. I am the authoritarian here. You know what I'm saying? Do what I say, and that's it. That's what's going on. They're doing it in a nice way. You know, I'm glad it's finally getting out there. I'm glad people are starting to finally catch on and understand, because back then the corporate wouldn't allow it. They weren't ready. They just weren't ready for it. Hey man, people don't understand, man. I love the hate shit, man. I love that. I'm that guy. Again, I played best when niggas talk shit to me and motherfuckers claim they hate me, bro. I do my best work then. Tear shit down. Well, I don't know. I wasn't saying that. Not for them. I don't know what the hell they got to do with that. I mean, yeah, they're what, second generation, right? So I know they're not the originators. Come on, Turf, get out of there, Turf. Never stop it. Rebuke. I never met Mr. Pennyman in person. Never ever. No, sir. But yeah, man. Let's just dwell there for a second. So check it for you one. Yeah, even though they're not the originators, this is what happens, man. See, and this is the I'm gonna tie this into this what's happening right here with the Matrix movie, right? So we all understand, or at least I hope we do. We understand how time works, right? Over time, you know, people get up out of here. People die. People just move on and no longer, you know, deal with a space. New generations come around, new people come around. So that's the importance of recreating or protecting a narrative. One or two things are going to happen. If you stick to the original premise of something, you always have someone to stick to the original premise. Well, the original premise and intentions of something will always be protected and live on, because there's somebody there that's actually dedicated to the cause or the purpose to not let you stray away enough from the origin of the purpose of whatever's being created. If you come in with ulterior motives, though, okay, or the people that originally made it, and this is a situation, right? I guess the dynamic of the situation where the black woman who allegedly, I have to say allegedly, originally created it, it was stolen from her, it was taken from her for somebody else, and somebody else got it and they turned it into their own creation. Now we'll never truly know what the original purpose of it was, because the originator of it never got to, command it or mold it into what it should be. Or even if they did, they pretty much just took a whole script, right? These other people put it out there for consumption to the public. Now they get to forever go back and change it into what they want to do, even though it's somebody else's creation. My understanding of the manosphere is with the 1.0 people, most of those people are just gone. I mean, I don't know if it's for a lack of keeping up with technology, a lack of interest or concern, or whatever it may be. But or shit, I think, but I don't know how old them cats is, but some of them may have just passed away or what, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But however it goes, the thing is, new people come along. So it goes back to a concept we have in the at my job, where you training your replacements. And in training your replacements, if you don't choose or handpick your replacements, and it's just like whoever picks it up because you're no longer interested, now they get to steer the boat or the ship or whatever in whichever direction they want it to be, because there's nobody to contest them. There's nobody to counter them. So, I mean, you can't blame them for no one else wanting to step up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and not only that, if the people support them and are okay with them taking over and steering the boat, and they don't say, hey man, this is going in the wrong direction, that's more so on the people than the people driving the boat. That's why I put out in this space so heavily. And like I said, I know it's a lot of people and a lot of talk lately about the direction of the manosphere and all these different things. But my thing is, like I said, it's the people control this. We control this space. No, this is the best example of like a democracy or whatever it may be, because you control like everything that's here. If you don't like it, or you're not following down with something, you can voice your opinion and tell them, hey, we don't like this shit. You have chat rooms to say it, you have comments to say it, you have plenty of ways and avenues. Some of these guys put out their emails, phone numbers of certain individuals or whatever, to say, hey, we don't like this. We don't like the direct. Shout out to Jessica X for the super sticker. Thank you. With them pounds, whatever it may be, to say we're not satisfied with the product we're getting or the direction that you're trying to take this into. My thing is this, and I see this happen all the time. People sit back and they'll complain in silence, right? They'll mumble under their breath. They'll say this, they'll say that. I don't like this shit. I don't like this. This don't make sense. This is stupid. This is that. This is that. And they never ever voice their opinion to the authority figure or the person in leadership. And even if and when they're given the time for people to be like, hey man, nigga, just tell me what the fuck is wrong. Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what y'all want. Tell me what you don't want. All this other shit. Motherfuckers freeze up. I told you, I've seen it happen. I'm always the first guy to speak and say something whenever there's like a CO's call or something. Everybody starts out all timid and shit. Oh, sir, yeah, everything's great, sir. Everything's this, everything's that. And the only time the CO has a CO's call, man, is pretty much when if like beyond him just taking over brand new, is when he's got a fucking pretty much the CO's fucking box or the CMC's box, complaint box, has been overflowed, and he gets so many complaints that he has to fucking do something to see, man, what the fuck is going on? Why is everybody so unhappy? Why is everybody fucking complaining? Because a whole bunch of complaining and shit and disgruntled people can lead to horrible shit, okay? Somebody that's more focused on their anger than their job, and they're dissatisfied with their job. And mind you, humans are never really satisfied. You know, you always will be unhappy about something. But when you get the a majority of the people that are dissatisfied or angry That's something you don't want as a leader, period. Even though you have the fucking iron fist of rule, it's going to fucking work. It's not going to work in your favor if you got people that are unwilling to work for you, or or getting to the point of where they're so fucking fed up. It's just like, okay, shit, I just do the bare minimum. Not gonna do anything extra. I'm gonna do the bare minimum. It is what it is. Fuck this place. When people get to the point of fuck this place, man, that's bad. But at the same time, it's partially their own fault because they don't complain early enough. They let the shit get to the point of where they're like, fuck this place, versus saying it to somebody because of their fear or whatever it may be, and being like, hey man, this is inefficient. This doesn't make sense, or whatever the reason may be. And sometimes this shit is just above your pay grade. That's why, like I said, man, I've experienced some of this shit here. Like I said, bro, I would never want to run this shit with you niggas. Never. This shit here, like just dealing with niggas on the level that having to deal with niggas. I would never ever want to be in charge of a whole bunch of motherfucking niggas, keeping niggas satisfied, keeping niggas entertained, keeping niggas informed, all these different things. And that's the wonderful thing about this space, because at the same time, you can become a contributor. If you see there's a lack or a deficiency somewhere, you could be the person to fill that void. Shout out to Soul Provider Speaks. Soul Provider Speaks coming here with the nerd pill shit. That's dope as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas talk anime and shit like that, but no one had the ideology to put to coin something. That's that takes, but people don't really pay attention to it until everybody picks on to it saying it, and then it's like, oh shit, who came up with that? Oh yeah, it was this guy over here. Oh, that's dope shit. Another thing he's doing too in this space that other people weren't doing. Everybody start coming through my shit on the international shit. Shout out to Jessica X. Shout out to Madman. Shout out to Atticus Now. Shout out to who's the other brother? Damn, I can't think. Who's the other UK brother that's been down with me for a while, man? I know it's not Rael. It's not Silent Sir either. Who's the other motherfucking UK guy? But however it was, he has the the African stream going. You know what I'm saying? The people that have of African descent going on. There's a lot of people in this space that are either from the UK and part African, or even American and part African. Shout out to Gabe A. Gabe A's part Nigerian, I think. His dad's Nigerian, his mom's American. So again, man, this is what your responsibility is in this space if you're going to be a contributor, to fill the void that you see missing. As far as the thing goes with that, man, this is a lot of shit for individuals. Leadership is never easy, man. And the people that aren't leaders never understand it, because you never had to put yourself in that position. Motherfuckers, man, y'all don't understand, bro. And it's at my job, bro, you get blamed for some shit as crazy as like some shit as crazy as fucking motherfuckers getting DUIs and shit. Motherfuckers get fired, man. And motherfuckers get in trouble for other grown ass people getting DUIs. How the hell is that possible? What am I supposed to do with a grown ass motherfucker that decided to ignore all of the training, all of the advertisements, all of the other possibilities, that decides to go out and fucking drunk drive? But shit, that motherfucker end up in his whites or his blues, the LPO gonna be right there with him. How did we fail this sailor? And now you got to convince the fucking the CEO, like, hey sir, we didn't fail anything. Proper training, we did this. He signed this here saying he knows about it. He knows about the I gave my cell phone number. I give a talk at least once a week, every weekend. Hey, if you get in trouble, you need anything, or you're drunk, here's my number, call me. If I can't come get you personally, I will send you a Uber, free ride car, all these different things. Most people never have to go through this shit, man. You know what I mean? Hell no, Lorenzo Davis. Fuck no. Lorenzo Davis, I've never even been to I never been to mass, bro. Immaculate fucking service, sir. I never even been to DRB, technically. I never even been to fucking DRB. I went to DRB. I went to and I forget how they worded it. So this is like at the beginning of my custody thing, right? It was at the beginning of my custody shit with my shout out to Lil Rock 2517. Yeah, the Right Spirit campaign, baby, where you get away from the damn get away from the drinking and shit. So this was at the beginning of my custody situation where I just got custody, right? I got the paperwork signed. At the time, my baby mom's playing games and shit. She refused to allow me to get the kids, but I was supposed to get the kids. So I went down to the they were at the time in a daycare on the Air Force Base in MacDill Air Force Base down in Tampa. Mind you, Tampa is 3 hours away from fucking Jacksonville. So she kept playing the games and shit. I'm supposed to get the kids, and I'm just like, look, man, I'm not trying to do this with you. It's like, what's going on here? Like, can we just, no, and all this other shit. So I went to the daycare with my paperwork and my ID card showing that who I am, who I was, or whatever. And pretty much the people at the daycare had to give me my kids because I had the paperwork to support it, right? Had the paperwork to support it. And they gave me the kids, and so I wouldn't be on no crazy dumb shit, which I was stupid. I didn't know at the time. I went by the precinct on the base to let them know, hey, so she wouldn't be trying to hit me on no Amber Alert bullshit. Hey, I have my kids. I just picked them from the thing. Here's all the paperwork showing who I am, what I am. Court order signed fucking paperwork, bro. Court order signed by a fucking, Florida state judge saying that I have rights to my kids. This is the time I'm supposed to get them. I'm just trying to get them because she's being uncooperative. And the dumb motherfuckers on the base was like, nah, we got to take the kids. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, what? Well, we got to take the kids. I'm like, bro, how you going to take the kids? I just stopped here to tell y'all as a courtesy about what the fuck was going on. And here's the paperwork right here. Well, we're calling that person some motherfucking dumbass, military law motherfucker, right? And they say the way they interpret it is this. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, hey, sir, we're gonna do one of two things. Either you can give the kids up and go on your way, or we're gonna take the kids from you anyway, and we're gonna have to detain you. So of course I was like, man, y'all not fucking I'm not giving my kids up, man. What the fuck is going on here? And of course she was being a bitch at the time, trying to fucking what's her name or whatever. And they fucking locked my ass up, but they detained me on the fucking base, right? The base police detained me. So of course they called my fucking command and said the shit or whatever the fuck, let them know what's going on. And pretty much my command had no idea what the fuck was going on because I keep my business to myself. It's a civil matter. They got no rights or concerns to be knowing anything about the shit anyway. So, it was my business. But being that I got detained on the military base, they were informed. So, the next day I show up to work and they're like, hey, we're gonna do this DRB and this and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, look, man, y'all are trying to turn me into a fucking bad guy here. And all I'm trying to do is get my kids. Here's the fucking paperwork I showed them and that. And it was this dude, man. He was cool as fuck. He always been cool as fuck. I can't think of his name right now. He was a senior chief at the time. Now he's a warrant officer. And he was there. And that's why I say it's the importance of black men. I understand that shit, man. I understand the importance of black men, looking out for each other. He looked out like a motherfucker, man. And he was like, well, yeah, all of that I'm not even worried about because they was trying to go by what the fucking police report said. And he's like, yeah, I'm not worried about anything about that because that's subjective. He was a senior chief and he was a motherfucking BABG. So he was shutting down a lot of the bullshit everybody was trying to say. And after they tried to play the games or whatever, and, pretty much they do the shit where they try to turn you and tell you a piece of shit and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. In which I never, ever played that shit, bro. I told you I almost whooped somebody's ass for that shit, man, challenging me as a fucking man and a father. But anyway, I explained it like, look, man, all I'm been trying to do is get my kids, bro. This motherfucker done purposely tried to ruin my life. She took as much child support as she could fucking possibly take. I'm working on this, and this. You know what I'm saying? I'm juggling bills to pay bills and shit and still have time with my kids. I basically made a 6-hour trip for nothing. Because I still didn't end up getting my fucking kids. And then if they finally let me speak, right, and tell the full story versus the fucking narrative over the dumb shit and them looking at the optics of how I made the command look, they listened to what the fuck I had to say, and everything was cleared up. So that's the closest I ever been to even really being in trouble, bro. I ain't never been to fucking XOI or true DRB or no shit like that. And trust me, some of this shit I probably got away by the skin of my teeth, by all means. But yeah, man, my shit is impeccable. You know what I mean? As much of a motherfucker that I can be in this shit. But all in all, man, like I said, with this pill shit, right? Or y'all was talking about the 3 current leaders. I don't even know if it's transitioning over to even another, form of leadership at this point in time. Leadership just changes over time, and pretty much you have to adjust to whoever the fucking leaders are. I mean, you see that shit all the time too, even in the LPO or chief takeover. One chief could be cool as fuck and he be lax on this, that, and the other, right? But then you get this motherfucker to come in as a hard ass and he is, complaining about every little thing. This motherfucker he come from the ship, right? So he expect the motherfucking the fucking shop, a land-based fucking shop to run like a ship. But it's nothing you can really fucking do because he's the fucking he's the motherfucking person in charge. He's running shit. So you can complain about it. But your complaints ain't gonna do shit. It's his show. It's his shit. So my thing would be like to the people that aren't satisfied with the current leadership. I mean, put yourself in a position to be the next fucking leader, man. Motherfuckers are gonna get tired and step down eventually. All right. Put your motherfucking bid in to be a fucking leader or make yourself leadership material where the people choose you to be the leader. And then, hey, when it's your time to motherfucking take over and shine, do it. You got to step up and perform. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, man, y'all niggas don't want this shit. Y'all want this shit like that. I ain't trying to motherfucking deal with these niggas. Niggas get mad and get emotional, man, and you this, you that, and we don't even get into like the serious shit. Niggas get into your personal life and all this kind of crazy shit. Man, fuck that shit. Shit, Little Rock's 2517. I wished for that. I hoped and prayed for that. They stopped doing that shit. I promise you. That would have been. I've been waiting for somebody to tell me that shit. Lil Rock, let me tell y'all this shit, bro. So shout out to my man BL and S Holden for the 5. I went to DRB for something stupid and surprised it was mostly black guys in line when the white guys did so much dirt. Yeah, it's crazy. Daniel Murray, do you want to be a E9? No, hell no, I don't, nigga. No, I don't. I want to do my 20 and done. I keep telling people, man, chief or no chief, bro. 20 years, I'm out. Unless the shit is just so bad, unless the economy is so bad, bro, as to where it's no chance or whatever for me to get out here and get a job, bro. At 20, bro, I'm out. I am done. Khakis or no khakis. Okay? Khakis or no khakis. 20, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out the door. Lorenzo Davis. I've never been, what's the name, man? I think I got 17 years would be every 4 years before. So I got 4 good conducts, man. And real good conducts too. Y'all know they changed the shit as to where now everybody wears gold. So I don't know. It's weird, man. But yeah, like I said, never been a DRB, never been an XOI, never been a mass. That's real shit. Hey, checking for you, one man. Hey, man. Hey. If it come, then niggas will say, "Oh, you ain't no senior chief, you ain't no master chief." So, man, it's just funny to me, man. It's funny. Like I said, at this point for me, bro, it'll be like the boost of the little money I get because I'm at 17 now. You get high 3. It really wouldn't even make it that much of a difference as far as my retirement pay, anyway. But I mean, it would be like it would be a nice fuck you to a lot of motherfuckers, man. Like I told y'all, bro, I really am that guy, bro. This is me at the job too. I don't fuck with many people. I don't cause no trouble, no issues, but I am outspoken when I need to be outspoken. I will call out the bullshit. And of course, that guy never gets the, I had somebody that looked out for me in my last command, bro. And they was really riding for me and I had a good chance. But then like the old people left, everybody went back to Jacksonville and shit and left. And I told you I got this new dude, bro, that was the chief. He was a little fellow Federation guy, and he hated me, bro. He hated me. So like I said, he he made it a whole lot more difficult for me to be able to motherfucking put them khakis on, bro, by that eval. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'm like I said, I'm not pressed either way. I'm comfortable right now. I'm extremely comfortable, especially like I said with the other shit I got going on. Oh yeah, and I finally, it'll be coming here by the end of the week. I got to build up my store. I finally got my Teespring together, man. Shout out to my man Maurice November. Maurice November was working with him for a while, man. He had something more lucrative come up. So the brother is throwing me some excellent fucking designs, bro. So I'm gonna be implementing those later on. But now we just start with the basics, the official BABG motherfucking line and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So you guys will be able to click it now. The other shit was cool, but you had to have like a weird ass link thing, man. It was just so weird. But Teespring is easier because Teespring gets everything to the fucking thing. Teespring links up to Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but YouTube, so you can just click on it and buy it if you want to buy it. The only thing I don't like about it, man, is they don't have the like the finish. They don't have like the finish on the letters. The letters aren't finished. They're like the matte. So I just feel like it would be dope as fuck if it was like the finish, like the smooth, slick lettering, like the plastic, I guess, or the vinyl. That's what I'm like, vinyl. If the letters were vinyl, if it was a way for me to pay for vinyl, I know this shit would pop like a motherfucker. It was vinyl, man. But it's not vinyl. It's the fucking matte shit. So I just ordered my thing. Checking for you, one brother. Like I said, man, unless the shit is just so fucking what's the name and what make it checking for you is crazy, right? Because it was set up just right because I will only have to do one more thing of shore duty, and I need that retirement package, man. I just need to go to Bahrain. I need to go Bahrain for them 6 months on the land debt, bro. I need that. If I get that land, if I can find a way to get that land debt, Bahrain fucking land debt, bro, at least twice before I retire, nigga, y'all ain't gonna be able to tell me shit. You gonna be able to tell me a damn thing. Shout out to BLS and Holding, man. All of y'all motherfuckers get up here and tell some of these damn stories, man. Stop paying me money and get up here for free and tell me, goddamn it. I got the link in the chat. We had E3s hanging out with khakis and all hours at one command. That's how you got 4 O's and 5 O's. Hey, you know that, hey, them females, bro, you know how that shit go. Shout out to Lorenzo Davis. Do you have any Navy peacoats, few dollars from the Blue Jacket? Do you have a Navy peacoat, few dollars from the Blue Jacket table? Hell yeah, I got two, bro. I got like 2 peacoats, bro. I got 2 peacoats. They fucked up. You know what? I think I gave one to my mom though, so I only got one official Navy peacoat. I think the one I gave my mom the other one because she wanted it, and it was too what was it? It was too short for me. The arms were too short. So they gave me just one in the meantime, between time, they gave me another one. I was just talking to this other dude though, bro. I can still fit my fucking I can still fit my original boot camp issued blue top, nigga. I still have my original blue and white top, and I can fit them. God damn it. All right. It's a little tight around the arms, and my arms got bigger. But that gut, nigga, I'm good. I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Lil Rock, hit me up, bro. You know it. Definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, man, I can still fit my motherfucking shit, man. So like I said, I ain't don't ask me about the pants though, nigga. Don't ask me about the pants. Shout out to Zach. What's up, Zach? Don't ask me about the pants though, but I can still fit my blue tops, man. I gotta buy they got the new white top coming out with the piping and shit. So I gotta cop one of those. But this whole pill thing, man, listen. We gotta figure this shit out, bro. We gotta figure this pill shit out. Cause y'all niggas can't be around here talking about red pill, this, blue pill, this, and all this pill shit, bro. And they done told you, niggas, it's only one pill. It's trans pill. Trans pill trump all them pills. All right? Trans pill, baby. That's what it is. The Wachowskis have spoken. I don't give a fuck what you niggas want to say or claim or do or none of that other shit. I'm telling you, bro. They ain't married. No hell I don't. I'm married, bro. What the hell you talking about? I ain't getting no hoes. I ain't trying to get no hoes, bro. You talking about? But yeah, man. The whole aspect of this thing, bro, changes the whole dynamic of this space to me. I just don't see how we can stay with the whole, pill philosophy or the pill branding when you've had this thing come out and pretty much it be a hostile takeover of the philosophy. All right. Because if you choose to do that, now motherfuckers were mad about, white dudes coming into the space and, saying, I promise you, man, I promise you, these few people that are of that grouping, the transgender people, are going to start challenging anyone they see representing red pill. I promise you. You know how they get, and then they are unchallengeable because then they have the ultimate trump card of what? Oh, you're being transphobic. You're being anti-LGBT if you say something they don't like. So that's why I'm saying, man, we got to be careful about this shit, and we might want to find a different way to migrate around this shit. I'm just saying, I'm the nigga that always say the unpopular shit, but I've yet to be wrong. I'm telling you, need to get ahead of this shit. Need to get ahead of it, bro. Because I already see how this shit's gonna happen. You got people that aren't that, or they're saying, okay, well, I understand it. They said it, so it's cool. That's the way it is, or what have you. And that's a problem. Yeah, heterophobia does never catch on, man. It's crazy though. Yeah, man, the Decepticons is crazy, man. The Decepticons is out here, man. Oh man. Hey, we gotta have classes, man. We gotta have classes because I'm telling you, they're gonna fucking hop up here, bro. They're definitely gonna start coming through here, and they're gonna be scouring the internet, bro, for this shit. I promise you. Yeah, Ron. Yeah. Duck, go. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, to get under that shit. They stay under the radar. Jack, man, you tripping, bro. Delete that comment, brother. Delete that. They can read. You got them. You can't collect them. You can't connect them letters together, bro. Help you out there, brother. Let me help you out. You delete that comment, man. They definitely watching this one. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Fixing that. I don't know what they're making a diss video for. They already were. They're not in here. They're not in here. Damn, what the fuck are you talking about? Hell no. I'm not trying to be no singer, nigga. Ain't no R&B groups no more, nigga. Fuck no. What are you talking about? Hell no. Trying to be no damn R&B group. Niggas ain't getting paid on solo deals. I definitely ain't trying to be no part of no motherfucking group. That's why I ain't no grow groups. Lando, what's up with you, man? Shout out to Lando Calrissian, man. Another A1 day one. Yeah, what the hell I got going on here, man? Jessica X talking about some thrust. What the hell? What is we thrusting? Yeah, Daniel got to be on some sauce or something. He got to be on that sauce, man. I'm taking a couple sips of this goddamn Oh, check it for you one. They're already in the space getting perspective of the black man. Oh, yeah, most definitely. I know that. Oh man, pointing at trans running wild like Uncle Mania. Get him out here. The Trans Am, man. But nah, man. I'm just saying, bro. I see this shit coming. All the shit that they doing, bro. And you know, this shit is getting bigger and bigger and wider and wider. The P is coming too. If y'all didn't know, they're going to add the P on to the end of this thing. I've seen people. They've actually been trying to get that added to. And they've been doing the sympathizer thing. As far as the P's go, PEDOs. For a while when they had that fucking TED Talk, man, and TED Talk sponsored a fucking thing of letting some white girl get up there and talk about how, you know, they pretty much can't help themselves, and everyone that touches a child isn't a child molester. Yeah, bro, I already knew we was getting into you know, crazy ass fucking waters and shit. And shit's just gonna get more and more you know, rocky as we go along. It's gonna get more and more rocky as we fucking go along, bro. But it's funny, man. When you go back and I guess I'll have to rewatch The Matrix, and maybe I'll do a breakdown of the shit for S and G's, especially being that you know, they came out with this new thing. The only thing I could wait we could see to do that would be to do everybody in the space did a breakdown of it, right? To show like where it's just full of shit and it's bullshit, and give a very, very convincing and solid breakdown that would counter anything they claim to be as of, you know, alternative lifestyle. That's the only way I could think to do it. Could they have remixed to mean trans instead of meaning trans from the beginning? I'm confused. Well, no. They said it's the entire trilogy, bro. It's not just it's the entire franchise. It's not just part one. It's the franchise in general. Because I mean, the franchise is the basis. I mean, excuse me, part one is the basis for the rest of the franchise. It's just an extension of the same. You still have the same concepts that run from that. Red pill, blue pill is throughout the entire, you know, out the entire series. Yeah, Jessica X, unfortunately, and she hit him with a fucking bumper too after the fact, man. I just seen that shit on the thing. Somebody sent it to me on what's the name, bro. Listen, man, the world, man, hell in a handbasket, bro. These kids don't even know about these young kids don't even know about shit. He's still alive. He lived. He survived that, Jerome. That nigga, it was a lot of blood down there, man. He lived. Shit. That nigga's tough. They missed out. Yeah, they missed it. Well, you see, I'm glad that it's getting out there that it's a trans allegory. He ain't dead though. Did you die though? Did you die? Did you die? Hey man, that's another big thing too, bro. Listen, man, I seen everybody talking about the white girl today, the crazy ass conservative white bitch, Tommy something, right? Whatever the fuck her name is. Listen, man, these females, bro, don't know just how much they're like upsetting the balance. These American females don't understand how much they're upsetting the balance of like society, man. Niggas is really about to be on some fuck these hoes shit. More and more dudes are being like, fuck these hoes, bro. Like for real. More dudes are willing to either go without or go do them purchases than even deal with females, bro. Because it's just the game's so dirty. You know what I'm saying? The game, when the game's that dirty, man, and niggas, all niggas know that pretty much like fucking females, man, are looking at the shit the way they looking at it in order to get something out the nigga, to get something out the guy, with no intentions of, you know, caring about the dude, man. These dudes are turning corners, man. These dudes are turning corners quick. These young cats are already not giving a fuck about it. Jessica X, I'm a girl, and even here we go, Johnny Lee brother Johnny Lee. What's going on, Johnny Lee Cochran?
Come on, man. It's Benjamin D'Souza, man. Put some
Johnny
respect
Lee
on my
Cochran.
name.
What's
Put
going
some
on, brother?
respect on my name.
Johnny Lee Cochran. What's up, brother? What you got it?
The question that I asked in the chat was, what if, because I know you spoke about the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if they use the Mandela effect in the aspect of where it originally was about the red pill and waking up and whatnot. It wasn't about trans, but later on they made it about trans, and then they just wanted to say that it was originally about being trans. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the Mandela effect.
But no, the way you worded it originally was to where it was originally about trans. But I'm saying, what if it wasn't originally about trans?
No, it wasn't. That's the whole thing. They get to arbitrarily change it. That's the whole purpose of it. Just like I told you, I don't know when you came in, like Bert and Ernie. You know, they say that Bert and Ernie were gay. Bert and Ernie were like in a relationship the whole time. You remember that, right?
Now, about Bert and Ernie, I heard that the men who actually played those characters were gay.
No. Well, forget that. Whatever the fuck, bro. Bert and Ernie were said to be in a relationship within the last, I want to say 2018.
But if it wasn't originally about trans, why should we walk away from the red pill analogy though?
Because the originators of it have deemed it so. But if you create something, right? You create a music composition or a machine or whatever the fuck it is, right? You have the patent to or the rights to whatever has been created, correct?
Yes.
So when you say what something is, I can challenge you and I can speculate all day, but you as the originator own the rights to whatever it is about, and I get to trump you and just say, no, you dumbass nigga, you just misunderstood the whole time. You never really had the knowledge you thought you had. You thought it meant this, but no, the whole time this is what it meant, and that's basically what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. But if they're coming to this 20 years later, and then they're changing the original definition of it, and they really didn't have that definition firmly planted to it, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they never really, in the initial genesis of the Matrix, had in mind that it was going to be an allegory about trans, but 20 years later they want to change that shit up and then say, yeah, 20 years later, now that's the original. Who's to say that was even the case?
They are. That's the part you're not missing. Hold on, let me read this. Shout out to Tech Man Killer for the 187 for the 2. Transformers beating the female bosses like Toby. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Listen, you got it, J Arts. They are, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They get the authority to do it because they own it. They created it. So they are coming through and they're basically telling you, no, you were wrong the entire time. You just didn't know. You thought you knew, but you had no idea on some what? Those MTV Cribs or The Life, right? I think that's MTV Cribs or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. But whichever one it was, they're pretty much coming through, dropping nuts and saying, well, yeah, still dropping nuts. I don't think that's full post-op. And saying, no, you motherfuckers, this is what it's about. And they have people that are running with it, people that are even non-trans people being like, oh, well, I'm cool with it. I can understand. It's not a problem if you say that's what it is. And that's the major problem. When you get people to buy into the bullshit and the propaganda, That's the scary part. That's the scariest part, actually.
I mean, is it verified through the actual piece, or are they just saying that on the fly because within the past 5 to 6 years they decided to go trans?
Again, theoretically, I agree with what you're saying. It's clearly because they became trans, and they even had trans intentions before we even knew anything about it, before they started the transition process. It's a fucking, like I said, it's a Jedi mind trick, bro. The original whole intentions of it from before even the creation of it was for them to come back. So, you know, wait a period of time. You know how the Mandela effect worked, right? So you have to wait an elongated period of time, right? You have to wait over time to where there's enough people that aren't still there that actually knew what went on to be like and change a subtle thing, right?
Okay. Yeah, because it's kind of like how the original inhabitants of North America were in fact us, but then over an elongated period of time, it got changed to a more mongoloid type of phenotype of peoples. So I got what you were saying initially when you brought up the Mandela effect. It's like, yeah, we know that we were here first, but it's nothing that we can say after the fact because it's so the public opinion in the United States government put out this edict that no, these people were here first. So I get what you're saying as far as the Mandela effect is concerned.
Yeah, like I said, man, this shit is you know, a lot of people think it's not a big of a deal, but again, this is just a small example of what's going to happen, you know, the further and further we go, you know, in time. That's even like, you know, the things where they're trying to say now as to where, you know, you have people saying the nuclear family is just done, a lost cause, and it's no longer needed. You know what I'm saying? That's being said like now, like in public, and no one gives, you can't even give pushback for it.
So you think that this whole Mandela effect is going to be applied not only to this whole trans allegory to the Matrix, but also the nuclear family itself?
Oh, most definitely, yes, bro. It's been the nuclear family has been being attacked by the alternative lifestyle you know, propaganda for a while, man. You know, one of the biggest things that no one ever talks about is the ability of same-sex couples to get custody of children, to adopt children. It's easier for them to get, in some cases, it's easier for them to adopt a child than it is for a father to get custody of his own child. You see what I'm saying? The numbers of same-sex couples adoptions rate is higher, and it's, you know what I'm saying, is increased more so than males getting custody of their own children. You feel me? So what is that? You know, and people, no one ever really brings it up and talks about it because, you know, people don't take it as a serious threat. You know, well, it's so least cases, but no, man, it's about the rate and the numbers when you look at it. That's a major issue and a problem when these state-sponsored governments are okay and cool with you know, the biological person that's responsible for this child's life not having rights to him before, you know, a same-sex couple getting access to this person's actual blood child. So yeah, man, this I don't think we because especially too is what is it? A conspiracy theorist, right? That term is used, and you know, oh, you just a tinfoil hat and all this shit, right? You know, it's thrown to you to pretty much shut you down if you start talking about certain things, and then it's so fringe, right? It's so fringe, and it's not that big of a thing on somebody's radar that they don't see that it's just the grassroots of something that's just far bigger and major. But again, it's like I always refer to you seen Catch Me If You Can, right?
No, I haven't.
Not Catch Me If You Can, but what was the I always forget the name of this movie. Catch Me If You Can was the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, not that one, but the one about the four magicians with Mark Ruffalo. What was the name of that movie?
Shit, you got me.
Hey, help me out in the chat, man. What was the name of that movie with the four magicians with Mark Ruffalo? What was the name of that movie? Damn, I always forget the name of that movie.
But what was the point you were trying to make? It's
Well,
on memory.
they will give me the name of it, and they give me the name of it. I'll tell you. So, anyway, the movie was about these magicians, right? And pretty much like the whole time throughout the movie, there was somebody like helping them or going along the way, and they were trying to figure out, who the main magician was. And pretty much towards the end of the movie, they came to find out who the main guy was, and it was the person that was actually chasing them. Man, Des James, get out of here, man. Get him out of here, bro. Now you see me. Appreciate you, sober about it. Now you see me. So at the end of the movie, it was just fucking. It's like, bro, it's like one of the best things ever that I don't think that a lot of people picked up on. It was this trick of where he told, because his dad was like a magician, and everybody in the movie that got fucked over was somebody that was responsible pretty much for his dad dying. His dad did a trick, and his dad pretty much got tricked, died doing a trick and an illusion, right? And he went back through the thing, and he used the other three people, 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 4 of them. He used the other 4 people to pretty much get revenge on all the people that fucked him over, and his dad died. Morgan Freeman was like the major antagonist of the movie. So he explained to them at the end, he's like, hey man, it was a trick to where his dad put a card in a tree. He knew that where a card, I think the tree had got struck by lightning or something, right? And so he put the card in the tree, where the lightning had struck the tree, and he knows what over time that the tree is going to overgrow and regrow over the card. So the man was so dedicated to his craft that he waited for like over 15 years or 20 years or some shit, right? And he performed the card trick of where he gave the man the card that matched the card that was in the tree. And of course, because of sleight of hand or whatnot, he made the man's card appear in the middle of the tree. But it wasn't really magic, it was just patience. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how this shit works, man. When you really, really start to understand of how long these very, very extreme, elaborate ideologies and things work to slowly convert things over and change over philosophies. You never see it coming. The dude that was the person that he used to fucking do the trick, right? This guy had absolutely no idea that this man was so dedicated to his craft, right, to being a magician, that he as a child took a fucking card, you know what I'm saying, put the card in the tree, waited for, X amount of years to go around just to fucking perform a trick. And that's what happens in society, man. People are so unaware of what's going on around them, and it's so many contingencies in place to discourage people from getting out to seek the truth or look at shit deeper. So the shit happens right before your eyes, but it's so subtle over periods of time to where you can't see it, and by the time you see it, it's too late. Hence the name of the thing is like, now you see me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the shit is extremely, extremely deep, man. Extremely deep. And the unfortunate part about it, shout out to Ramil said it the other day. Shit is never going back to the old ways, man. Shit never regresses or shit never gets better and goes back. The shit's only gonna get, and like I said, I know people don't mess with the Bible. You guys don't believe in the thing, but again, it's prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Prophecy being fulfilled for people that do believe and people that do understand. So shit has to get worse in order for, you know what I'm saying, shit to just move along like it's supposed to. You feel me? So once it's the hardest thing in the world to come to terms with, to understand that, there's going to be like a huge or even bigger separation of men and women, not just for Black people, but just in general, because women are on this whole feminism thing to where they really think that they're not only equal to men, but they're better than men.
So what do you feel about Tommy Lawrence's recent detraction of her initial feminist rant and then double back to offer a mea culpa and give a more softer apology to what she initially said? What is your...
Well, I see everybody talking about it, man. I honestly didn't even. I don't see what she said. I didn't see what she said because I don't follow her. She's some ordinary ass white girl. So I don't understand why her opinion is so valued or so important. Yeah.
Kevin Samuels did an excellent breakdown of it the other night, where he showed the before and the after of what she said, and it was a stark difference. It was kind of how you say going back in time. She didn't fully make it worse. She didn't triple down on it. She actually kind of backpedaled from what she initially said. So that's why I asked you that.
Well, I think her problem or issue, from my understanding of who she is she's very, very controversial, and she's an individual. Because she's a conservative female, even though she's white, she's not going to get the support of a lot of other females because of the conservative shit, right? So my take on it would be is that she didn't get the backup she thought she was going to get, and that's due to
Her
people,
political affiliations.
yeah, her political affiliations, and females just not liking her like that. And two, like I said, she's never came off as a highly sexual female either. So you know what I mean, dudes are not even going to rock for her like that. So I think she jumped out there just by my past knowings of her. Again, I'm speaking being unaware of actually what happened and what was said. This is just my assessment of knowing her from the past and hearing about the situation. She jumped out there and she found out that she was alone. So she had no choice, or not that she's necessarily alone, but she didn't have the support she thought she was going to get because people just don't fuck with her like that. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that people make. You have to have a personality or the ability to draw people, man, for a lot of shit. A lot of people don't understand that, man.
Tommy Lauren she draws eyeballs. But that's not.
Yeah, but she's extremely controversial. It's not anything of femininity. It's not because like dudes want to, if dudes want to even deal with her on a sexual level, it's like they want to hate fuck her, and that's not good.
Well, I wouldn't want to hate fuck her just to, because I kind of like her, but that's anyway. I just came up here just to ask you that initial question about.
What did she actually say?
She mainly put out some harsh demands.
Let me look it up.
For men, and she used a lot of harsh language. I can't quote her per se, but she used some harsh language in her soliloquy with these demands. I believe some of the demands were be forthright, don't be a bitch, which was kind of harsh. And I forgot what the other one is. You can go back to Kevin Samuels' live stream and he breaks it down perfectly. But then what happened after that, shortly after that, people on Twitter started to drag her and really lay into her. So she came back and kind of redacted her harsh tones from what she originally said.
I'm kind of with Mr. Fantastic on this one. I don't know what she said exactly, but I know mainly she just says things for controversy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do. If you haven't seen, what she said in both instances,
I found it. Hold on, I'll play it.
I do advise you guys to put it in a context. I'm about to get off. I really just came up here just to ask you the question about the original meaning of the red pill, blue pill, and how the Lewinsky or whatever their names are, how they're trying to
Wachowski.
Lewinsky. I remember the one that had the affair with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton.
Lewinsky is one person. Wachowski is two dudes that became chicks, bro. Get it right.
No, hold on. If your last name is an SKI, it's the same shit to me. It all sounds the same. Dirk Nowitzki, Wachowski, Lewinsky.
That's racist.
I know it is. I'm a heathenist. I'm a Philistine, But I'm gonna hop off here. I just wanted to come up here and just ask that question. I got the answers that I wanted, and But
right, appreciate you. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
I found the shit with old girl. Let me see. Let me play this shit.
I mean, these women range in every body type and everything. They're all successful. They're all intelligent. They're all good people. But if all of these women, including myself, are having issues, then I have to think it might not be us. It might be you. It might be men. It might be men. Now, I've often talked about the pussification of America and how men are no longer men. I talk to my mom about this a lot, and she says, well, maybe it's just the guys in Texas. Maybe it's just the guys in Los Angeles. Maybe it's just the guys, it is not just the guys in Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, and they're not any better in the Midwest. They, quite frankly, I think they're trash all over this country in the age range of about 20 to I think about 55, maybe even 60. A lot of men are trash. A lot of men don't know how to treat women. A lot of men don't know how to really, quite frankly, pull their heads out of the sand and pay attention. So I am going to help you. Super.
Okay. Wow. That's just a small part. Wow. Let me see where she's at. Is she? Wow. What's up, Jessica? What's going on with you? What you got for me?
No, I got distracted by the Tommy Lauren thing. Basically, she went on a man-hating rant, but I was confused. So basically, right, they're trying to say that the Matrix movie is all about trans people.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
And that the blue pill is when you're in your normal body, and then the red pill is where you realize you're meant to be something else.
I don't even know. Like I said, that's the thing that they're not really getting too deep into. They're leaving it extremely loose, but the whole essence of it, they're saying no matter what pill you pick, it's about, I'm guessing, well, not what you said should make sense because that's the transformation, right? So the transformation is trans, not just a transformation of knowing the truth, but it's like a transgender story from what they're trying to make it out to be. So that's why I said we got to be extremely careful or do some fucking damage control with this whole red pill ideology because they're turning the red pill into identification of a transformation for trans people.
Who came out and said it? The makers of the movie.
Yeah.
The makers actually said. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you can't trump them. You can't fucking rationalize or over explain them. They created this shit. This they shit. So you can't fucking refute them.
Wow. Didn't expect that, but it's like you say, when the makers say, if it was just a rumor, then you could be like, okay, you're chatting rubbish. But when the makers say it,
yeah, that's
a whole different thing,
man. It's crazy.
But I'm gonna watch it though. I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched The Matrix ever?
No, I should have watched it by now, considering the red pill, blue pill thing. But I haven't watched it. I'm going to.
Well, now you're gonna be watching it from the perspective of trans. At least you get to watch it. Get to watch it from the original purpose now, with the understanding it's supposed to be. But no, man, yeah, it was a really good movie, though. You know what I mean? It's a little, extreme when you look at it now. From as it was cool as fuck as a kid to see, karate moves, and big ass desert eagles go and shit all in one movie back then. But now, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. The fucking the Matrix, doing the Matrix, like the slow shit, everything slows down, you dodging bullets and shit.
Do you know what? I never watched a movie, but I remember trying to do that move where they like dodge the bullet and go all the way back. Yeah, I remember trying to do that.
You found out Jessica X is a B girl. You know that shit's still big. Girl? That's just like breakdancing. Breakdancing is still big in the UK, right?
Not really. No.
What's the dude? Because what's the dude's name? Well, damn, that's not the UK, but Europe. Because they have a whole lot. I think they have
like b-boy competition.
Yeah, they have big. I know, so they have big competitions over there for that. I think the national, like the world thing, is there.
Do you know what? It might be big in some like sectors, but not that I'm connected with or that I know about. No one I know does it. Put it like that.
You got to start hanging around them dancing niggas. Yeah, Les Twins. They were huge like a couple of years ago.
Man, so here's the thing about this shit, man. There should be more people doing videos on this shit. I don't know why it's only you. Fantastic. I have no idea, but I guess I haven't searched. Have you seen anyone else to cover this?
Nah, And I don't. And like I said, I'm not even a red pill guy like that. I don't claim the pills, bro. But like I said, that's what I'm saying. Niggas definitely need to be on this hard because it's funny to me. Like I said, the shit that people get triggered and mad about. I promise you, bro, this is going to embolden, that sector of people And once they start coming over here, this and who said it best? I forget who said it. Fuck. Oh, shout out to Zero. Zero said it best. Listen, if you refuse to let these people on a public forum, right? You let them participate or whatever, you block them and this, that, and the other, bro, that will be the end of this shit. You feel me? So as I always do, and I try to explain to people, bro, you need to be using the shit that's being said to give counters. So if and when you can have the actual conversation, because if these people make complaints about discrimination, especially those people, bro, this could be the end of the whole motherfucking manosphere. And of course, I think they would go after the white side of the shit first. But of course, like I said, them motherfuckers they're far better organized and they got better fucking bread, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they'll be able to withstand and they'll be able to fucking fight it a whole bunch different. But who's the easier target? Or you niggas?
So
Go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just gonna say, you think they're gonna stop the manosphere being able to use the blue pill and red pill words
No.
and try and reclaim it?
No. I'm not saying they're gonna stop you from being. I'm saying that what I see them doing is coming in and pretty much scouring YouTube to see anybody that's using the moniker, right? Anybody that's using red pill, and they're gonna start trying to challenge it. You know what I mean? From whatever, because you know what I'm saying? Because this is only 4 days old. Yeah, it happened on August the 4th. So, like I said, shout out, I think it was Black Quizzard that said it yesterday. It was one of the two. A brother said it to me the other day, and I said, "Damn, that's intriguing, bro." Because that's some serious shit, especially for black men, bro. Niggas just don't fuck around with alternative lifestyle shit like that. Like this is some shit, especially like the era of men, or my bad, the generation of men that are in this group. You know what I'm saying? The majority of men in this group are like 30 to 35. You know what I'm saying? Or like late 20s to mid 30s and possible 40s. We are like the last group of men that were like, hey, you can't be in here with that, the alternative lifestyle shit. That shit ain't cool. We don't get down like that. Ain't no motherfucking tight jeans, ain't no skirts, ain't no motherfucking,
leave the tight jeans alone. I like the tight jeans.
No, hey, well, just
there's such a thing as too tight, man. Come on.
Yeah, you can deal with them young niggas. Just the X. I ain't trying to see a nigga's motherfucking scrotum print. In his veins, man. You see the veins and shit. If you see the veins, man, hey, that's a problem, brother. You need to go at least one size up. But yeah, I just feel like that's gonna be a thing for them to scour the internet and reverse bully motherfuckers, man. You know how they do. They come here with an objective, claim victim when they lose an argument or they try to participate in the thing and they aren't allowed to do this, that, and the other. And that's why I say, man, you can't just be expecting to practice and never have to fucking put this shit to use. Because as big as the Matrix is, man, this is a huge opportunity for that demographic to springboard off of, because they're always trying to get their hands and they're always trying to get notoriety, for something when they can.
That's my thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Soul. Because
I was going to say that niggas need to stop putting that in the title. That's period. Just don't even put that shit in the title anymore. Don't put it on your description. Don't put it on your channel, because like you said, once they start searching that shit on YouTube, they're gonna find your channel. They're gonna start coming to the chats and shit with the fucking rainbows and all that bullshit.
Hey.
I would say, hey, let's call it red cough syrup. How about that?
That ain't catchy enough, man.
Like I said, man, hey, I'm got niggas swear I'm nothing special or whatever the fuck, man. But I'm telling you, I already see the fucking writing on the wall for this shit, bro. Like I said, I just see it coming. These motherfuckers. Go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, why'd they wait so long? I mean, the Matrix, they came out in the 90s, right? I mean,
yeah, it was the anniversary. It was the 15-year anniversary recently.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that really was their intention when they made the movie.
Yeah.
I think because the whole trans thing is popping right now, they're trying to use it to refer to that, but I don't think that was their original intention. They're just trying to capitalize it off like they do with everything. They probably got paid some money for that.
But that's the thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be that it was their original intention. We see this as a trend happening with so many different things. It's been one thing for so many years, decades even, and then all of a sudden you hear, oh, by the way, these two characters, they were alternative. So I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know. Only they know what the original intention was. But it's by no means surprising that this is how they just decided to switch things up.
Yeah.
Because they
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say they do that with a lot of programs. Like, I don't know if you guys had a program called Teletubbies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, do you
Nah,
remember that?
my
And then,
parents told me that was suspect from the jump, man. We ain't never watched that shit.
but then they came out and they said Tinky Winky was gay. Like Tinky Winky was a gay character,
Yeah.
and you're watching it the whole time and you have no clue. But
Yeah,
then afterwards, it makes
that killed
sense.
that cartoon too. I mean, that killed that series. When they brought that out about that, parents immediately fucking stopped supporting it, and they took that shit off of air after that, after they put that out there. It's a
Yeah.
totally different, you know what I'm saying? It's a totally different climate, man. From less 10 to 15 years ago. And shit, The Matrix came out in 1999. So it's actually, I guess, like the 20-year anniversary. My bad. So yeah, it came out in 99. So it'd be more so like, and I'm trying to find a date on it. But yeah, just so y'all know, man, it's the whole trilogy. They're not just saying it's the Matrix trilogy is about transgender. Let me share this with y'all if y'all can see it.
Man, this is fucked up because Matrix 4 was supposed to come out. It's still supposed to come out.
Yeah, hey, yeah, exactly.
And
See?
how are
Exactly.
you gonna do this with Matrix 4 coming out?
That's the whole purpose. See, so you picking it up, bro. Again, now with you doing that, if you endorse it and you go watch it, what are you doing? You're supporting the premise because they put it out there to tell you what it was really about. But
Man.
trust and believe, man, that like I said, we're seeing I told y'all when I did the thing about the LGBTQ and the overrepresentation, the mass overrepresentation of trans individuals. And pretty much like Glad telling them that they wanted to even increase it even more as the years progress. So like I
Yeah.
said, people talk about content and shit, but a lot of the shit I do, you know what I mean, motherfuckers just, don't really consider it or understand, I guess, and they miss it. But I'll make sure I put that video back up for people to see too, because now it's extremely relevant as to that's been the plan the whole time, man. To where you now I forget who said it, but someone said it. Now you can't have a show without alternative lifestyle person in it. You can't have a prime time sitcom without an alternative lifestyle person in it. You just can't do it.
There
So
always has to be one.
yeah, it has to
And
be one.
this is the thing, right? They're getting kids from young now, so they're teaching them in school all about this sort of lifestyle stuff. So my nephew, right, he came over, like he stays with me sometimes, my nephews and nieces, came over to mine. He brought his school book with him, and his school book was called Red Rockets and Rainbow Jelly. And basically it was an LGBT book about the LGBT community and how lovely it is. And I was like, really? I told my sister, like, you should complain about this. You can't, like, at that age, because he's only like 4.
Yeah,
And they're already trying to give him that sort of stuff to push it in them from young that it's
exactly.
normal. And then they teach them that, you can have 2 daddies and 2
Yep.
mummies. And sometimes he'll ask me like, oh, what about this person? Do they have 2 daddies? I learned about someone with 2 daddies at school today. And I'm just like,
Yeah, and Jessica, you're touching on something that's huge that people don't understand, man. Like I said, it's like Inception, right? Or whatever. You can't fathom something you don't know about. You know what I'm saying? And people have and you it's actually a natural deterrent there for children. Children know when something's not right. You know what I mean? One of the biggest things is like, if a man, a boy sees 2 boys doing something or 2 men doing something, he's like, well, hey, why are they doing that? Because what's the norm? The norm is mother and father, right? So when he sees or she sees, even a girl sees it, but more so it's the boys more so than the girls. He sees 2 men interacting like the mommy and daddies interacting. He's immediately like what the fuck? Whoa, what's going on? Why is this man doing this with a man? So even the comfortability that people have with it now in public that's supposed to be allowed is poisoning the well water. You know what I'm saying? It's infecting the youth, like you said, man, and getting them familiar with this stuff. And that too is a major part. Another major part that, like I said, they no longer discuss and talk about is it used to be the data there that proved and told you about how a lot of these people that alternative lifestyle were suffering from child sexual abuse themselves as children. That's why for the men it's a weird thing as to where You know what I'm saying? They end up liking it for whatever reason. And for the women, it's like they're terrified of men. You know what I'm saying? So they dislike men. You see what I'm saying? So it's some weird shit, man. But it's a whole lot of data that's been scrubbed from the internet and the books, where you really got to dig to find this stuff that was there. Let's say 10 to 20 years ago. That was easy and readily available. But
Yeah, because
go ahead.
sorry, I was just going to say, when I was trying to find data, right, on the amount of people who are trans, who transition, right, so say it's from male to female, female to male, whatever, the amount that transition back to their original gender, I saw an article on it, and even that article was so hard for me to find. And when I was trying to go back to it, it was virtually impossible for me to find it.
Yep.
And so they're advertising everywhere it's available, how to change over, how to transition. But when it comes to data on people transitioning back, they don't publicize that. They don't publicize the mental health effects of that whole process, and how poor their mental health state is after they have that whole operation, the new hormones, all of that stuff. They don't advertise any of the negativity, like any of the negative side effects, only the positive.
Well, two of the biggest things is they literally have the highest suicide rate of any demographic in the history of mankind.
Yeah.
Almost. And then secondly, shout out to Marco for the cash app. Appreciate you, bro. And then secondly, like you said, when it comes to the transition, the going back thing, that's huge too, because a lot of people regret having the surgery, and they try to transition back because you have to take those hormones for life, bro. You know what I mean? That's like testosterone never stops, estrogen never stops. So for the men transitioning to women, if they don't take the testosterone, they get beards and shit,
chin hairs start sprouting.
Their voices get deeper and all this other shit. And for the women, like I said, if they stop taking theirs, the testosterone, then that their breasts start growing bigger or whatnot, or start growing back if they had
the voice gets soft again.
Yeah, voice gets soft and all this other stuff, man. So like I said, people don't even understand the seriousness of this shit. They're really, really trying to get this artificial womb going. The moment they're able to fucking put an artificial womb in a natural born man, and that man's able to carry a fucking a child to term, I'm out, man. I'm
over.
Yeah, I'm out.
From there, you don't know the difference.
Yeah, I'm getting off the grid. I'm I'm moving to an island or something, and it's just like, man, I'm just waiting for the end to come, because shit is ridiculous, man. And people really don't take the shit serious. They don't really, people don't think that deep, but
they don't. And
this is some fuck shit. I mean, seriously, because the black manosphere, you can't even say black man in the title. And now you have to worry about this red pill shit now. So it's just another hurdle we have to go through now. Well, and now it's totally possible for a fucking skittle nigga transformer to make a channel and say on red pill.
Hey, and like you said, man, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be challenging it, and they're gonna be like, hey man, call it red Kool-Aid or the red soda. Shout out to Marco, man. Yeah, man. You definitely have to do something, bro. Because like I said, and I didn't even know about. I totally forgot about that. So because they're gonna make it, just like they did everything else, man. People don't even understand just how there's nothing even original anymore. The biggest box office hits you get are from the fucking 90s or the fucking 2000s. These people aren't recreating anything original. Even the Marvel thing now is comic books from our childhood that they fucking played out for over a 15-year period or whatnot, and made a killing off of that. So everybody else is trying to run that same formula because it was so successful for fucking Marvel. So yeah, man, that the Matrix 4 or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it is definitely gonna happen, and it's definitely gonna be chock full of alternative lifestyle individuals, and you just see how it happened, man.
Man,
Do you know
the
what though?
the box office is going to tank. There's no way that Matrix 4 is going to do well after this shit.
Hold on, wait. No.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Hold on, no. And you know why? You know why? You know why it's gonna do good? Because now it's gonna be for free on whatever thing you do at home. Netflix, Apple TV, Roku, Hulu, whatever the fuck. Everybody's skipping the actual box office nowadays, and because I forget which one it was. It was a Disney movie that they premiered on Disney, and the shit did numbers that was just retarded, bro. It was crazy as fuck. I forget which one. If somebody know what it is in the chat, put it in the chat. But the numbers were so fucking huge, man. That they was like, oh shit, okay. We can do it this way, and we can get the restreams or whatever and the advertisement through that. We can make up. This is better than the box office. You see what I'm saying? Because people get to watch it in the comfort of their own home. Right. And already have the we already gonna get the money from the subscription, plus whatever advertisements or whatever else we can stick in there at the same time. So the transition, even from like the old way of watching movies, is going to be beneficial as to where anything they want, pretty much like streamlined into the fucking eyes, ears, and brains of the fucking public, man, is going to be there.
Do you know what though? I think even then they still might flop, because this is the thing. A lot of the people who are going to be anticipating the Matrix 4, they're not going to be down with the whole new premise of the movie. Even if you get to watch it at home, what they're more likely to do is watch other people review it on YouTube or something like that. But they're going to try and boycott the movie just off of principle.
Well, no, and that's why I'll tell you, Jessica, why it won't happen, because everybody was pissed about Marvel, Miss Marvel. You're right, with Miss Marvel, the fucking what was the fucking shit with the damn Brie Larson?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, yeah, Captain Marvel. Everybody hated that shit for Captain Marvel because it was SJW as fuck.
Yeah,
it still fucking did numbers, because what did they do? They pretty much made it as where you had to watch it in order to be up on Infinity War that was happening, right? So I think, like, if they fucking promote some type of shit of like, secret in Matrix that you never did, and they're doing this now, they're gonna go back and show you the Easter eggs to where this was this and that was that, and the true meaning of the Matrix and all this other shit, and the architect was this and this was that. You'll get enough people to fucking come through and watch it, man. Because like I said, you guys seen the comments of this shit in that same video I showed with the lady explaining it. It's people that are like, yeah, as long as the movie, it's action packed or whatever, I'm cool. I don't really care. You see what I'm saying? And I think we are being deadened, and our senses are being fucking, pushed back further enough for people like, okay, well, I'll watch it. It can't be that bad, right? Because I don't want to be a phobic. You feel what I'm saying? The shit is so deep as to far like the programming that's being done to you. People won't even understand what they're supporting or what they're participating in, and you're being Jedi mind tricked or bullied into it because you don't want to be a bigot. You don't want to be anti anything. You feel me?
Yep.
Yeah, and the way society is, and that's what they play on, right? They play on the fact that you're not able to speak out publicly about these things because of the backlash that you get. And so because of that, you don't really hear anyone going against it in the mainstream. So everyone thinks, okay, everyone else agrees with it. It can't be that bad. I should agree as well. People are sheep for the most part, If most people agree with it, then they'll agree with it. And I think that's more and more what we're seeing with this sort of lifestyle stuff, especially people my age and below. If you go out there and you say what you really think about, that community, the amount of backlash that you're going to get is unbelievable. Like, because they're all down for it.
Yeah, you get canceled, and then that cancel shit is serious. Like I said, you cannot say anything negative about the alternative lifestyle community. You just can't do it.
No. And when Matrix 4 comes out, anyone on Twitter who says anything is going to get either get their shit just shut down. And Jessica, you mentioned something about the age below, right? those Gen Z people, a lot of them didn't even watch their original Matrix trilogy. So they may just watch Matrix 4 and think, oh, nothing's wrong with it. You know, they may think it's
Yeah.
fucking normal. Meanwhile, us millennials and people who've seen it were like, no, it's not, you know, but who knows? I don't know.
Parks, what the fuck you talking about? Mr. Fantastic, all I'm seeing is y'all are focusing on nonsense of no relevance to your sphere compared to black women and their shit. I'm a little confused about that one, brother. But this is not nonsense for the sphere. It's definitely relevance to the sphere because the sphere is based upon, you know, a major part of it is based upon red pill ideology. So if red pill ideology has been redefined, that's definitely, you know what I'm saying, relevance to the sphere, bro. Because like I said, I think you're going to see an influx of the sphere being challenged by outside entities that never even really knew it existed or cared about it because they've been presented the opportunity. And one thing these motherfuckers love to do, man, is get attention and to pretty much fucking force motherfuckers into a conversation with them. And nobody forces a conversation like the T's, okay? Nobody forces a conversation like the T's. So, yeah, man, it definitely has a relevance to the sphere, even for those that, you know, aren't, you know, super big on the pills. A lot of people here are, and there's a lot of dudes platforms that are, you know, have red pill in it. So again, if they want to, shit, I mean, it's not my fucking fight. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just trying to be like the fucking, you know, the warning, you know, for motherfuckers that may not be aware of the shit and they're not really taking it serious.
All right, you don't want, you know, I mean, it could easily just pop up in someone's chat and say hello, you know, all that shit, and then you're like, who the fuck's this? You know, I might see some random mass new people just coming in chats all of a sudden.
Yeah, man, it's a possibility. I'm not calling it for sure, but like I said, man, this is, like I said, we've seen the shit happen to where like you had certain motherfuckers that just have like, you know, troll wars, man. Troll wars happen in this YouTube shit, especially in black YouTube shit, because I think, you know, Tommy got into it with motherfuckers, and some white dudes sent my whole motherfuckers. They tried to fucking take his shit down. So I mean, I don't see, and the thing about it was with them was, you know, they didn't have the backing of the, you know, alternative lifestyle shit. It don't take as many of them alternative lifestyle motherfuckers to get your shit up out of here, bro, as it do for, you know what I'm saying, just regular motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying, because they gonna hit you with that fucking hate speech and, you know, discrimination shit or whatever, and that's gonna trump anything, no matter how many people they got behind it.
Yeah, Jessica, you mentioned something about maybe them. It could be something under the rug, under the table, some type of money deal or something, because it is kind of odd for them to wait this long just to do this. I mean, because I mean, let's be honest, the trilogy was based. It was most likely the audience was majority men. You know, it was a kind of a man film. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so just to come out of nowhere, oh well, it's Transformer pill now. It's just like. I think you're right. It could be some type of business move or something.
Yeah, because one, it's coming out just before the release of the fourth installment. Secondly, we know what red and blue pill is associated with now. Just as much as it's associated with the Matrix, it's associated with men's spaces and men waking up to the truth, etc. And so a lot of the speech that community would like to shut down comes from spaces like this. You know, this is what they don't want to exist. And so when they're trying to corrupt something that's basically at the heart of a lot of these conversations, which is, you know, red pill, blue pill, seeing things for what they really are, it makes sense that they're trying to corrupt all of that. They're trying to break it down at its core terms.
Oh shit, man! And like you said, I just looked it up. So it's supposed to be. You're right. It's supposed to come out in 2022, right? So this is more than enough time. You know what I mean? The middle of this year, going along and with all the shit that's going on right now, right? So you just plant the small seed. Nobody really pays attention to it because you got all this chaos going on with the pandemic and the economy and all these other things, right? But then what do? You start fucking, tuning up the fucking rhetoric, turning up the rhetoric as time goes by and things get better. To prepare for it coming up in fucking 2022. And another big thing, man. Guess who's coming back? Who's making a star appearance who all of a sudden was a big, huge name here recently, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Really?
Oh, she's in the movie.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I looked at. Hold on, let me show y'all the thing, man. This is crazy. Like,
What's
it
in the other one?
really is this deep, man. It really is this deep,
Yeah,
man.
she was in Reloaded.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shit.
yeah, man. See? And this new cat, what's his new cat's name? Is this cat? You know what?
He was in Aquaman as Black Manta. So he's gonna be like a younger Morpheus,
Yeah,
I think.
Yaha Abdul Mateen the second.
Yeah, that dude, yeah.
So yeah, man. Listen, bro. Like I said, this shit is that deep, man. I'm nothing special. Oh, and then they got Neil Patrick Harris. Oh, Doogie Howser. You know how Doogie Howser gets down, baby. They don't call him Doogie for no reason.
Was his name Dookie?
Yay, hey, Doogie Howser, man.
Okay, so the population of the Skittle niggas, isn't that like 1%? Someone mentioned that, right? 1%.
Well, no, the T's are less than 1%. Total of all LGBT is something like 1%, maybe 2.
Okay, so I mean, you're talking about less than 1%. I mean, how much money can they even put into this movie? I mean, it's not even going to be enough. You know, you're going to need men to watch that film because that's where the money's going to come from.
And that's what I'm saying. And the strength, the thing like men always do though, off the strength of all these things, just like Bad Boys, whatever the fuck, Bad Boys for Life. I think it didn't do that well, but it still made its money back off the strength of what people that grew up on the franchise earlier. You feel me? So
Yeah.
it's gonna be plenty of men that are out here, especially these nerdy ass, motherfuckers now that are, 20 years old at the time. Now he's just some neck bearded nerd motherfucker that's runs around talking about red pill, blue pill, and that's how he did his life. You know what I'm saying? He has a philosophy around his fucking life. He gonna watch that shit, man. Even if he hate it and he don't like the concept of the thing, he's gonna watch it just so he can fucking critique it and call it ain't shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the perfect trap. It's the perfect trap. You know what I'm saying? And then furthermore, what does that do for them? Even though you're trying to you're critiquing it, right? And you're saying as to how, man, this is bullshit. This is this. They changed this around. This don't make sense or whatever the fuck. They're still getting publicity, and it's gonna do what? Have more people to go fucking see it or whatnot. And they still get to tell you ultimately that no, you're wrong. We already told you a year ago or a year and a half ago, because this is 2020. So we told you a year and a half ago what the whole premise was about. You went into this knowing that the whole basis is about trans. So whatever you say, we don't really care. I told you the premise. And it is not the Wachowski brothers anymore. It's only the one, and it's the one that did the speech right now named Lana. So it's not both of them anymore. At least as of now, it's only one director listed, and the director that is listed is the one that's giving the explanation, and that's Lana Wachowski.
The one that could be brought, basically. The other one's like, nah, I'm out of this if this is what you're doing.
Well, they both have transitioned. They both are trans.
Oh, what? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
So wait, they're men to women or women to men?
Men to women.
Men to women.
Men to women.
It's fucked up. So you know what? This is stupid because it's almost like, let's say they make a new Batman film, right? And then they say, "Oh, hey, well, he's a transformer." I'm like, what the fuck? I want to see that shit. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is how they trap you, man. This is how they get you. People don't like motherfuckers think I'm crazy. Motherfuckers always say, "Oh, it's not that deep." No, nigga, it really is. It's that deep, man. They get you to buy into some shit, and like you said, they throw it in there after the fact and tell you, "Oh, you know that this was some alternative lifestyle shit, right?" Like I said, man, bro, you know how many times, motherfucker, I had to watch Sesame Street because my great grandma didn't have cable, nigga. PBS was the only show in town as far as like cartoons and shit. You know what I mean? Because at one point in time they stopped showing after school cartoons, and you had to watch fucking what's the name? Reading Rainbow, Sesame Street, and like Carmen Sandiego, not Carmen Sandiego, but Magic School Bus, all that shit. That was just PBS shit, right? You know, public broadcasting system. So it was some shit for you to watch as a kid. But now you're telling me, you know what I'm saying? I learned after 30 that Bert and Ernie this whole time was a couple. What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? You see what I'm saying? Do you know what kind of fucking mind fuck that is? So what does that tell you? You were supporting, alternative lifestyle behavior and whatever without even know it. So and if you have a problem with it, now you're just being a purposeful bigot because you were totally fine with it when you didn't know about it. But now that I alerted you to it, now you have an issue. So it's not that, you know what I'm saying, you're cool with it. You're just cool with it as long as you don't know about it. So again, man, it's the ultimate mind fuck, man. It's the ultimate trap.
The other thing that they try and do, right, is they bring these characters in and they let you warm up to the character.
Yep.
If you get what I'm saying. So you like the character, and then they come out with they're, you know, this, that, and the other. And so you're almost more accepting of it because you've already warmed up to them. And that makes you, again, turn around in real life and be more accepting when you see it in a real person. The way it works with your mind is it's all subliminal, and they know what they're doing when they do this sort of stuff.
Yeah, this is fucked up, man.
Yeah, man. Like, hey, man. I'm just a motherfucker putting it out here before motherfuckers, you know, hop on it. Y'all worried about fucking Tommy Lauren and shit. Tommy Lauren, fucking flat ass, ain't got nothing for niggas.
No teacups, no cakes.
Get out of here, man. Tommy Lauren,
by, yeah, and by Marco, you know, by the Marco rule, expired.
Yeah, and how old is she? She's 30, right? She got
almost. Nah, she's 27. But you see, the thing is with blondes, right? Especially when they don't have no teacups and they ain't got no cakes, they expire real quickly, man.
She already look bad, man. She one of them country ass motherfucking, you know, nobody having ass white bitches. So yeah, man, I don't know, but yeah, her from the aspect of her, bro. Like I said, that's all she did. From what I heard her say, you know, every man ain't shit, men ain't shit, men ain't shit. That's all I hear her talking about. Like, bitch, don't nobody want your ass. You a bitch. Like, dudes wanna, you know what I'm saying, get between them cheeks. That's it.
Has she always been anti-men? Wasn't she pro-men before? I'm not really that familiar with her, but wasn't
because
she
of her political stance? It wasn't you can tell that it was due to her political stance. She has to spread a certain message. The unfortunate reality that a lot of guys, and if you see the videos reacting to it on the white side of the sphere, you'll see that all those guys, they were like, I can't believe it. But the truth of the matter is, when women are put in a position where they backs against the wall, they're gonna do and say whatever they have to. And that's what we saw here. She literally, you know, just came out with a shotgun spraying everybody, man.
I don't know if she's
Shout out to Indigenous TV for the 10. Thank you, brother. I remember the trans that was out on Reddit by their own sister. He was very popular around the NBA. And he dropped names. He was suddenly never heard from after that. Yeah, man.
Is that the Instagram one that Kate KD
was KD. I remember that. KD was following her. Rick Ross was following her. McNeil was following her. And yeah, man, again, man, shout out to Indigenous TV. Niggas, you gotta be careful, bro. That's why I don't like none of these hoes pictures. I don't like none of them. Like, I'm very, very few. I'm very, very careful about which ones I follow. Bitch, if I don't know you a woman for sure, no, ma'am, you're not getting my follow. I'll ghost watch the fuck out your ass. But you ain't gonna never fucking see Mr. Fantastic name. Oh, you was following that man? No, bitch, no, sir, no.
I've been saying, right, you see the look that is promoted on social media that like most of the girls have. I don't think that's a coincidence, because if you look, right, just say 10, 20 years ago, the way that women look now would look freakishly unnatural.
Looks like fucking cross dressers, or like you said, like drag queens. Exactly.
They look like drag queens, but because it's been done gradually.
Heavy ass makeup, big ass hair, all of that shit,
not even that, just the surgery face has become normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like before it wouldn't look normal to us, but now it looks normal. And when a man transitions to become a woman, he has that same surgery face, and so now they can all blend in with that type of woman. They just look like an Instagram model sort of woman.
Hard and
the lips, the cheekbones, the same nose, the same makeup, all of it. You just blend in. Same hair, everything is the same. And so I don't think that's a coincidence. I feel like it's being pushed from higher up that look is now the look that people are trying to achieve. and little do they know that they're helping to blend in like trans people. Before, trans would have stuck out like a sore thumb, but now they can blend in. There's like a huge beauty guru here on YouTube, and she got outed as being a trans. Like, I don't know, probably like nearly 10 million subscribers.
Wow.
And it's a guy.
What's up, man?
Man,
What you got, bro?
I started listening earlier and I stepped out for a minute. And y'all know me, man. I hear a topic, I run back to the house. I got to get to the studio. I'm like, wait, what is Fantastic doing? Like, I'm glad to hear some pushback now, because initially it sounded like more like acceptance than pushback. But if you're just saying, hey, listen, I'm just trying to warn y'all, this is what's coming, I can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But like I asked the question in the chat, if the manosphere hadn't took on that mantra that the Matrix represented the pills, would we be having this conversation? You know what I'm saying? And then like I've always been into movies and TV and then working in DC, I understand the different levels of manipulation, you know what I'm saying, and persuasion, right? And that's just kind of what I see, like, and it's happening in all aspects of everything of media and sports and all of that. So now we're going to reach back 20 years later and say, oh yeah, by the way, this movie actually represented. I'm not buying that. I refuse to accept that. Like, we got to fight for that, man. This is the last stance for heterosexual masculinity, and they're picking away at anything and everything that they can. So like we can't afford to just be accepting shit like, oh, okay, because these apparently directors, like it's people out here who are claiming to be alternative lifestyles, they're not even having a full surgery. You know what I'm saying? They're throwing a wig, you know, put on a little, oh, I got some breast, and then be like, oh yeah, by the way. And I keep referencing Bruce Jenner, because it was like, yo, this was like a triathlon, like, and then all of
like a gold medal winner, man.
Yeah,
like,
and then all of a sudden, magically, one day he just decided, and then we don't hear about him no more. So I'm convinced, like, if we are, because I got the whole tracksuit on, you know, with the matching fitted tinfoil cap and all of that.
Tinfoil it up.
Yeah, man. So I'm here for it. And I love the conversation, but I'm like, bro, like, if we let's get into it. Like, come on, man. It always happens to cats, and people are talking about this is why Kanye's snapping, because he accepted something he didn't realize what he was accepting, and now nigga, listen, rent is due. He paying the price and he's lashing out, and everybody think he crazy, but it's like, yo, this shit really goes on. Like, they're really, I mean, anybody knows anything about international relations, when they talk about, you know, the world stage and actors and antagonists and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then we start getting into corporate espionage. You know, that shit is real. When people are taking pictures and blackmailing and, listen, you're going to sell me this company for this, or I'm going to expose you. Like, I honestly believe that type of stuff's happening. So I just brought that up to say, like, if these cats 20 years later all of a sudden are like, oh, by the way, this movie represented this, somebody got them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it, man.
I mean, we could make a nigga Matrix movie ourselves. But we would have to come up with the money, you know, and like a Coon Matrix or some shit. I don't know. I mean,
are those men on the screen?
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's up? What's up, Hannah? What's going on?
You got it, bro. What's going on?
Yeah, no, listen. I put that up because I just got mad at two of my hosts, because two of my hosts are on that Instagram, because they paid this motherfucker named Andres, and he's doing their makeup, and he's doing them, like, to me they look like dudes. So I got pissed at both of them. I'm like, motherfucker, you looking like a fucking dude.
Hey man, hold on. Let me click on this one right here. Bro, that jawline is your strongest. Listen.
Well, that's not one. That's not one of them.
Yeah, she looks like a woman. What are you talking about? Like,
yo, bro, that nigga, that, hey, she could cut lemons on that motherfucker jawline.
No, because to me they look like dudes. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
that one on the, like, to the right.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
a
little more
right under it.
One down.
And right under it. Yeah,
that one. Look at that.
That looks like a dude.
Like
but
a
they
dude.
still have feminine frames though, unless these are feminine dudes. Like,
well, I mean, they're chicks. No,
right.
these are chicks. But what I'm saying is the makeup is this dude. Is
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
this homo doing it, and this homo's making them all look like dudes? I told her.
You
'Cause
can't tell from the frame anymore.
Yes, you
because
can.
No. What they're doing now is they're giving the children puberty blockers. So when that boy is becoming a man and his shoulders start broadening, all of that sort of stuff, the muscle physique, they're stopping all of that. They've got puberty blockers. They go on the puberty blockers until they're 16 or 18, and then they have surgery. So now they don't even have the man physique, the jaw, all of that stuff that they need to take away. It never came in the first place because they block it.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
The technology, like the advancement in technology, has allowed them to
New York
do all sorts.
So what about the hands? What are they doing about the hands or the feet?
That stuff only grows with puberty. That's when the testosterone hits and the hormones hit, that's what changes your body. Before that, if you look at little girls and little boys, their physiques are basically the same.
Trust black women.
What the fuck? What is
wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Shout out to Cyber Lion, man. See, listen,
in Manhattan.
Listen, bro.
Wow, Jessica, that's where you want to go, right? Right there, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Right, listen, man, and I'm telling y'all, this shit is all linked together, man. It's crazy, right? Motherfuckers don't think that it's, you know what I mean, a big deal, but I'm telling you.
They're making an
shit.
What's the
Trust
second?
black women.
I say.
Trust black women.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Look at this shit.
Fuck.
What does that say on the other side? Black
I
women.
can't. I'm trying to see. Black Lives Matter. There we go. Black women.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Bro, and again, man, like you said, this is just another, major, campaign for black women separating themselves from black men.
So, I'm sorry. Let me ask you, bro, because
black women
lead something. We invest in them. Black Lives Matter. Wow, bro.
Black women lead movements. We invest in them.
Oh,
#
wow.
Black Lives Matter.
What the fuck?
Hey, man. This is all out war, bro.
But how does that coincide with the whole, we're the most unprotected? Then there's this campaign of we don't want to be considered strong anymore type.
So I figured I'm up here in the city, I'm uptown before I ride back to the house, and I was walking, and I usually wouldn't pay a lot of the signs any attention, but when it flashed, it caught my eye, and I stopped myself and I said, man, maybe I asked myself, am I tripping, or is let me stand here on Madison Square and look at this for a minute. And then I looked at it like twice, and I said, something's missing. And I'm like, okay, where are the men?
Facts.
So it's just like, and this is here right in front of Madison Square on 7th Avenue. So I'm just like, yo, and I said, let me see if I can who can I trust as a content creator that if I share this with, they're gonna look at it objectively without me even really being able to say anything to see if they get the message, and you guys just so happen to still be on. So I got the still image of that, but shoot me that email, fantastic, and I'll shoot you the still image of it. But I figured I would share that because if they putting this type of stuff up on on 7th Avenue in front of Madison Square, then they're definitely going the extra mile with it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is.
Man,
outstanding.
That's some next level shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off and listen to y'all on the train, man. Peace.
I appreciate you, bro.
Peace, brother.
The hell? That's how they advertise now?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, listen, bro. Listen, hey, so, bruh, like I tell y'all, man, it's ignorance is bliss is not just a saying, bruh. It really is. Once you see this shit, you can't unsee it, man. It's just like, man, motherfuckers talk about shit being finished in just this space, man. Man, they have no idea, bro. Like the fucking black women are the fucking Trojan horse for the black community, bro. and they have no problem. You know what I mean? They have no problem. Just you know, they don't even want the fucking 3 pieces of silver. They just do it off the premise of fucking doing it, man.
So have you seen those videos though that I was talking about, to where like somebody did something with like Taraji P. Henson saying it, and I seen it before. Another content creator where they were like, I've seen at least 2 videos to where apparently, you know, black women are saying like, hey, like we don't want this title anymore, but it's a direct contradiction when you have women saying like, yo, we are on the front lines, you know, when it comes to BLM and all this other stuff, and nobody's fighting for us, and like you could tie all that stuff together, you know, the protection argument and all of that stuff. But I'm just curious what your thoughts are. Like,
well, no, I think I know what you're talking about. What they were saying, like, somebody did it in the space. I forget who it was, but black women were saying, "Don't call me strong. That's an insult," and shit like that. So I see what you were saying, but you know what though? Those women are the minority, and unfortunately, I got to give them some harsh criticism. Man, it's too late, y'all.
I agree.
Late. It's too little, too late.
Too little.
It's not enough of you. The other women that outnumber you, that want to be seen, that want to be a part, they want to be leaders. They've been emboldened. They've not only been emboldened, they've been actually incentivized and paid in situations like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's too little, too late. So, and unfortunately, man, like I said, shout out to Zero again. And it's funny that they're doing this in New York. He just showed us this in, you know, pretty much Times Square, right? Are y'all aware what had just happened in New York concerning like the mayor de Blasio and the pretty much like the rich people, like the top 1%, where he was trying to beg them to stay, but then he shitted on them because it's basically like, man, I'm getting the fuck up out of here because it's cost too much. My man's, like I said, I told you, my man's born and raised in Brooklyn, right? My man's born and raised in Brooklyn, man, and he just made the transition from New York down to Florida. And like I said, he saved $13,000 on just city taxes alone, man, or like state taxes alone from making the move from fucking Florida, from New York to Florida. But the shit is a death trap, man. It's an economic fucking funeral for you to stay in New York and stay in California. Shout out to Erica Williams. Erica Williams been preaching this shit for I don't know how long about the mass exodus of places like this. You can actually see it even with the corporations because remember it was a big move for Facebook. Facebook just moved their headquarters. Who else moved their headquarters?
Tesla.
See, fucking Marco be on it. That's what I'm telling you. So all these major multi-billion-dollar and you know man, you got between Tesla, Amazon and Facebook, man, these are corporations that are on track to be trillion-dollar fucking fucking businesses, bro. You feel me? And again, people don't really we talk a lot of shit around here, and we look into a lot of things, but you know, when it comes to the serious shit like this, and people aren't seeing the writing on the wall, New York is gonna like collapse, bro.
I was gonna ask real quick, if anybody knew if those because you know they were doing this campaign for a minute. They were like these 10-year corporate tax breaks if you relocate your business there, and they was bumping for a minute. So I don't know if those are coming up to expire or if there's been changes since, you know what I'm saying, the presidency has changed or it's getting ready to change again. Like, I don't know if anybody has any information or history on that, or if any of y'all even familiar with that. Like, there was a whole campaign like for the Northeast quadrant to where like people were moving there, relocating their business. They was like, yeah, we guarantee no corporate taxes for 10 years. And they was bubbling. Real estate was popping and all of that. But things are changing now, right? With COVID and everything else. So
yeah, man. New York is just that, man. Again, it's one of those places that is extremely high to live in. It's overcrowded. It's heavily dependent upon tourism, and when you have something like this happen, you know what I'm saying, it shows all the holes in the system.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
The holes.
Yeah. It shows all the holes in the economy and the weak points, man. And you know, now you're completely and totally pretty much based on your citizens for support, because I just saw somebody else while I was doing this story on Twitter about them talking about them having checkpoints and creating checkpoints in New York as to where You got to have proof of this or that or whatever the fuck to get to certain places. And you know, they're just going with this more extreme shit for whatever reason they're choosing to do it, and it's at their own detriment, man. So, like I said, bro, I don't know how much longer New York is going to be the thing, like you said it is. But again, shout out to Zero. That's why they saw it a long time ago. By the time we see shit with these economies, man, and these big cities of things, like this is something that that city and state has known for years upon years, at least 10 years running. And the story about the prostitution being legalized, I think, started in 2015 or somewhere between 2015 and 2017, about New York taking legalizing prostitution as a serious thing. So that's pretty much letting y'all niggas know then, hey, we running out of money, and the only way we gonna be able to motherfucking get this shit back is what you know how, man, you know how I can tell you this, all the places and money and whatever the fuck you lost. You know how fast tourism is gonna go up if you make buying pussy legal in New York City. You feel
Go ahead.
You got it.
I'm gonna say real quick. There was a time when I was in one of your conversations, and I don't know if you had a chance to read that article. SKC had posted it. I posted it on my Facebook too, where there was a vote in, I think, Seattle, where they were talking about legalizing, streetwalkers basically, and like dope dealers on the corner. In a sense, obviously it was worded a little better, but like that was actually being considered, and it had passed. And I was like, yo, listen, this is what we was talking about. He posted that, he tagged you when it was like, fantastic, have you seen this? It was like right at the end of before you post a nigga ball Z joint and you shut it down. But I clicked that link and I was reading through the article like, oh shit, like this shit is coming to fruition. So I wouldn't be surprised, like, you know what I'm saying? They already legalized marijuana in a bunch of states, and it's like, damn, we getting billions of dollars. What else is left besides some cheeks? You know what I mean? Like,
I would have thought prostitution was already legal there. It's legal here.
I
would have thought in America it would be the same, seeing as America's more liberal generally. It didn't make sense to me.
Well, no, you know what's happening is, again, they had to do, so this is my take on the reason why prostitution wasn't legal yet. Prostitution wasn't legal yet in the States because there were too many men still tied into it and making money off of it. They had to get to the point and eliminate all the pimps. They had to vilify it enough to where like it's not okay for men to make money off of women selling their bodies, and get women into the being freelancers. Hence what OnlyFans and sex workers and all these things, right?
Yeah.
Now that you made it also, like I said, people didn't understand when it used to be just you had a pandering or a prostitution charge, right? Soliciting prostitution. Now that shit comes with what? That shit is almost guaranteed part and parcel with the human trafficking. This is extremely serious fucking charge if you're a man involved with it, even in purchasing it. So what happens is when you have this shit going on now, as to where you done totally and completely wiped out the pimp and made the pimp obsolete to the point of where, nigga, if we see you fucking making money off a woman selling her body, you can't, you know what I'm saying, we gonna lock your ass the fuck up. And on top of it, you get the human trafficking charge that could possibly come with a sexual predator charge. You have, you know what I'm saying, you have to register on the, you know what I'm saying, on the sexual offender registry, shit like that, right? Extreme consequences for men trying to make profit off of women selling their bodies. So now that that's there and you done scared all the men away from the situation, now you can turn around and fucking make it legal, because women are their own bosses, or women are directing other women. Like I said, Heidi Fleiss, bro. Heidi Fleiss is probably one of the most famous madams worldwide of all time. And Heidi Fleiss got no smoke.
She got jailed, didn't she?
She got jailed.
But like I said, jail. She didn't go to. I don't even think she went. I don't know.
180 days or something.
Yeah. Oh, let me look it up. She didn't do any. She did not do anywhere near the time she should have did.
And she didn't do the Shawshank Redemption, but yes.
Hey, hold on, man. Somebody said OnlyFans started in the UK. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, man. You're looking at the founder. Extra 3 cities.
No, but what they did right here as well is they sort of cut the man out of prostitution. So prostitution is legal, right? But what you're not allowed to do is what they call curb crawling. So you're not allowed to be a street walker. which almost just cuts out the pimp, because I think that's what they control. They control like the streetwalker women, and you're not allowed to run a brothel. So you can operate as your own boss, right, out of your own house, but you're not allowed to have a brothel and you can't walk the street. But other than that, you're all good. So they cut the man's role out of it, which is either like they cut the pimp out basically.
Yeah. So hold on. She didn't go to jail for prostitution, bro. That got overturned.
They got taxes or what?
Yeah, she got it for tax evasion. You see what I'm saying? So she was sentenced to 7 years and she only did 20 months.
Damn.
The federal prison, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
I know
I
she was.
think
I know
there
they locked her up, but yeah.
There is a benefit to doing certain stuff as a woman, you know. A lot of the stuff that I say on my stream, other people have been like, they get their streams flagged for it, they get demonetized, all of that stuff, but mine just it goes through unbothered, you know. And so I think there is truth in the, you know, it's different for men versus women. I can get away with saying more as a woman, you know, than a man can, than you guys maybe can.
There's tons of sisterhood channels that be mixing it up with makeup and shit, and then be like, you know, dissing black men every now and then, every twice a week and shit.
But if we say anything to hold sisters accountable, it gets flagged as hate speech. But I'm gonna get out of there though, because
just come and say it on my channel. You get away with it there.
it's just crazy. I don't know. Because I've got accused of that. Like, I just literally from sharing videos, right? Like, and I've said it before, man. I know a lot of women. I probably know more women than I know dudes living in the DC metro area. And I just socialize, and we always have. This is one of the reasons why I enjoy this space so much, because like I have these type of debates or conversations in real life, you know, with some of my brothers, and then with some of the Some of them are interested in having them. Some of them, they respond the same way that the chicks respond. That's why I don't buy that whole, oh, well, you YouTube niggas and this is only online. I'm like, nah, I was doing this before I got on this space. It's another level though, because it's more intellectual people and they have different experiences that can counter whatever my personal experience is. But like, I've been accused, oh, you hate black women, or you hate this. I'm like, why? Because I post a KS video or a Fantastic video or somebody video that might be saying, hey, listen, this is what I saw, or what do you think about this? They even asking the question, right? But I'm like, yo, if you're out here and you're talking about community relationships, protect black women, we need to come together, et cetera, okay, let's have a conversation. It might be uncomfortable, but let's have the conversation. Let's be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where the pushback comes, right? You know what I'm saying? We could talk about our fuck shit and fuck boys, and we've been hearing that for years. And I'm not trying to beat a dead horse and be like, oh, but the gynocracy, like, I'm not on none of that shit, but I'm just being honest with it. Like, yo, listen, don't say one thing if you don't mean it. And then when you get the truth, you don't like it. And then you want to like, look like I'm attacking you. I'm not attacking you. Let's talk about it. Let's, you know what I mean? But that's not what a lot of the chicks in my experience want. And I think a lot of them be low key watching on the low though. They don't be commenting or nothing, but because I get the feedback, or we have a conversation later on, like let's say like a month later, some of the talking points come up, and I'm like, oh, okay, so you can listen to Jessica X, huh? Fantastic.
No, but think
I'm not
about
gonna
this
say
chat
nothing.
right now, right? There's 62 people watching, but there's only like 7 people commenting.
Right.
There are a lot of people just watching from the clouds,
right.
And so I don't doubt that there's definitely a few women in there.
Yeah.
Just watching out of curiosity to pick up info, to have their own talking point so they can go against it for whatever reason. People watch from the clouds.
Yeah. Check your analytics. I mean, it's never going to be 100% men. Never.
That's true.
I think mine is like 18% female.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's how you learn too. Like Marco said it, I said it. We were like one and the same. Like we were like two cats that was listening. At least me, I was listening for like a year and a half before I started participating in panels and stuff. Like damn, okay.
Yeah. Could I say something real quick?
Yeah, bro, go ahead.
Shoot.
Yeah. First of all, shout out Mr. Fantastic and Marco, the United Nations of Vagina Sland. I am, Bruce Lee drip, but as far as on, the panel situation, I'm a white belt. So, just cut me off if I'm doing some BS. But it used to be when you went to school and stuff that you would debate people with opposing viewpoints, like as many opposing viewpoints as possible. Why? Because that gives you a chance to re-solidify your stance, to uh, um, change your viewpoint, perspective, or to learn. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this whole manosphere thing should be. I mean, some people are coming in here and they're like, "Oh, my stance is right. My stance is right," and that's cool. But just be ready to debate people properly on the topics. And that's why I come to places like this, like Mr. Fantastic's channel and other places, because it gives me opportunity to change my my perspective and to learn. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I welcome the, again, man. Like I said, the most important thing is conversation. Because like I said, I did this week in just being on channels as to where it can be something, again, you see your entire life, man. But until someone actually speaks the words to it to point it out to you, oh shit, now I can go in depth on this. So I've always seen it, but I never had to discuss it because no one's ever brought it up. But now it's been brought up, let's dig into it and get deep into it so people can get, like you said, that perspective. And I think the most important thing, especially particularly in the Black community, is there aren't deep conversations had. You know what I mean? Shout out to Benjamin D'Souza that came up and like he didn't really press me, but the counter, and that's important because you, even if you disagree with me, you're helping me formulate my ideology and my philosophy better and work on the way of trying to get you to understand my point of view. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
exactly
you agree with it. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but all I can do as best of my ability is explain to you how I see it in the way I'm doing it. And Soul gave it even better because Soul was able to, bounce off it and see, oh shit, I see what you're saying, and what about this, and what about this? And now, even as deep as I think I was going, he went even deeper and even further out to, considerations and things. So that's why I say, man, and that's why I always keep the vibe I have as far as my platform goes, is, bro, I don't mind the smoke. I welcome it because I may be missing something. I may be wrong about something. But again, this helps me for later conversations way on down the line. And more importantly than anything, outside of the debate shit or the discussion, is, motherfucker, I'm getting smarter. I'm learning some shit.
Exactly.
You also build up thick skin too. You learn not to get offended at every little piece of bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I'm on some rhino elephant shit.
Yeah, I will say this. This is some info from the Asian delegation. With the Asian side of it, is the large majority of the community will watch the T's, and they'll just watch them to see what they're doing, but they don't really give them no shine. Like any shine that the T's get in the Asian community, they had to work hard for it. That's it. Like, we don't really, I would pay attention just to see what they're doing. Like, what y'all motherfuckers, doing over here? And then, if they get any, if they come up or level up or whatever you want to call it, that's on them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So Fantastic. Let me ask with this, just to get back on topic briefly, with this newfound information, and you may have addressed this already, but like, what are your thoughts on the future of the space? And like, is it even possible to counter or address this? Should we? Like, I just can't see this.
Well, my thing, like I said, I think so get a better explanation than me. I don't think it's that we should necessarily go looking for anything. Oh shit! What the hell? Oh shit! Oh, okay, yeah, that's Marker. But no, I mean, you should be prepared. You should be prepared for them to come through, bro. I mean, like I said, I've seen how it has happened with them. Especially certain conversations and things. So I think it's definitely going to be this. This is like a I wouldn't say a war cry or a battle cry, but it's definitely like a
call to arms.
Yeah, for them to like, hey, we need to get this shit out here as much as possible because, like Jessica said, the movie's already in production. It's set to come out in 2022. So this is the perfect way to again have them assert themselves and establish and further, double, triple, quadruple down on what this is being about, and pretty much, further prepare people for the concept and ideology before the movie, is here. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I see the shit.
Right.
Yeah, and just because we can't use that red pill phrase anymore doesn't mean we can still you create a new phase or whatever, create new terms or whatever terminology. It doesn't really matter. You just need to be a bit cautious when you're making videos. You might want to take that shit out of your descriptions, your tags, your settings, whatever, just to be on the safe side, because you never know. When that movie comes out, you might see more Skittle niggas come up and making channels and shit, and it's
Okay.
So what does it really change though? Is it that that basically they're going to start using the terms and you don't want the terms associated, like their videos associated with yours? What does it change in reality? Like, I get like what they're trying to do, but do you think it would actually have an effect on what we're doing here?
Well, my thing would be this. Like I said, anything with the age range of the dudes and the generation of the dudes that's here, like that's just some shit that's just like, nah, bro, that shit, nah, I can't have no associations with that. You know what I'm saying? And I just think right now we're ahead of the curve because they're not really pressing it because it's fairly new information. This is only like 4 days old, right? It's only 4 days old. So, but the more and more it goes along and the bigger it gets on Twitter, because the shit is trending on Twitter. I think it just started trending either yesterday or today. You know how this Twitter shit goes. Again, all the number one trending shits on Twitter, man, that shit is sponsored and bought and paid for. That shit is not by happenstance. And being that now I've seen several different stories from, big media outlets promoting this shit and just doing the research and it's, increasing as the days goes by. So I don't necessarily say like, if you want to, hey, how the hell you want to deal with it, that's your shit. I'm not, like I said, I'm not one of these pill niggas regardless. But my whole thing is you should just be prepared for motherfuckers to start coming out of the woodwork and either challenging you to, what your platform and everything is about or the philosophy is about, and or be willing to, defend it and or change if necessary. That's
okay. Yeah, it's like countering emotional judo with like logical judo, basically.
So let me present something else, a bit of controversy, right? Because I feel like they're trying to take over the terms, but are we willing to accept that the same way they're trying to push cisgender, right, over being heterosexual or straight or whatever? So we just going to, I don't know any straight dudes that's going to accept that, like, oh, I'm cisgender versus I'm heterosexual or I'm bi or lesbian or whatever it is that you identify as. You know what I'm saying? So now we just going to, if we're not willing to accept that, why would we be willing to accept that, oh, red pill all of a sudden now means this? Like, that's just kind of like where I'm at with it. Like it
Well, I guess because it was, it's based off the actual creators of the actual series, I guess that's kind of it. But
so okay, so nobody heard of these motherfuckers before this story came out. I didn't know who created the Matrix.
No, everyone should know. They're a big deal. I mean,
I'm not saying they're not, but like I'd find it hard to believe that Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves, and everybody else who was in the movie would have willingly engaged in that, like knowing their body of work. And I'm not trying to speak for them. I'm just looking at the quote unquote hypocrisy of, what I'm saying, the timing of it and the fact that it's being presented now, considering the climate and everything else we already acknowledge that, like, all right, this is constantly being pushed, right? So I'm just presenting a little bit of pushback, I guess, if I can, just with that understanding, like, yo, this doesn't make any sense.
I get
Right.
what Nat's saying. He's basically saying that they want to take over the terms and
Yeah,
stop
and
us
everything
using it
else, and then
to
start putting labels
stifle.
on you. Oh no, you're not a straight woman. You're cisgender. You're not a straight man. You're cisgender.
Mhm.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, how, for real? We just gonna accept that because we scared to be like, oh well, I don't want to rock the boat. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So when do people start standing up? And like, I have no problem with gay men or gay women or trans or whatever. Like I said, I have gay people I associate with. I've been hit on by gay men literally all my life. Like, but I mean, from
Hey,
high
stop bragging, man. This is not bragging, man. We're talking here.
school, I'm just saying.
What he's saying is he's a pretty motherfucker.
Yo, chill. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I learned how to deal with it. They're like, whoa, like, listen, bro, you doing too much. Like, I don't even get down like that. And it's like, oh, okay, they know what it is. Like, but they be trying to hang out. Like, I had a gay dude at Macy's. I was talking about cologne samples, and he sent me a selfie of himself with the angle, the Jessica X angle. Like, he sent me a picture like that, and I was like, it's 7 a.m. I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I get up early. I was like, but why are you sending me
up early?
But I mean, I checked them, but I wasn't disrespectful. Like, I've never been accused of being a homophobe or nothing like that. But I understand that you laughing. But I'm used to it, and I don't.
I'm not gonna hear response. Yo, what are you doing? Oh, it's early.
Bro, 7 in the morning. Why are you sending me this sexy selfie? Like,
you know, I don't get
Well,
these.
you thought it was sexy, huh?
You got some new fragrances or not, man? Don't hit me up.
And I was like, what the hell's wrong with you, man? What the fuck is my look, man? I don't get these pictures until 12. Wait till noon, bro.
No.
It's too early for all that hotness.
But no, I wanted to ask because Fantastic, you know, he's a brilliant creator in my opinion, and this is a lot of the stuff that's going on. Like people are coming to listen to you. Like, what are you suggesting? Like to deal with this, man? We can't just accept it, bro. And that's kind of the vibe that I got.
Well, I'm not saying accept it by any means. I'm not saying accept it. I'm saying that be prepared and understand. Like I said, if you're going to keep talking about this, and you know the fucking shit is growing out here saying that this is about, you know, trans people. This is a trans allegory. You just need to be prepared to fucking counter it. And this is what I would do. Like Soul said. No, motherfucker, double, triple, quadruple down, and you know, try your best to counter it and say that hey, this is what it really is. I don't know what the fuck is up with this bullshit about, you know, the Wachowski sister or sisters coming out and saying that it is this, but you know, do things to counter it, but at the same time understand like they still hold a trump card because they made the shit. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't attack it soon enough and you know hard enough, no pun intended. You know,
it's 7 a.m. It's past 7 a.m. It's okay for a nap.
You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, that shit is gonna spread out, man. And like I said, don't be surprised if YouTube starts fucking promoting the fucking, you know, the bullshit, because like I said, Netflix is already behind it. The video I showed you from the Wachowski sister was sponsored by Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
And I did catch a piece of that. And forgive me, y'all, because like I said, I left and I saw a piece of that when it was this strong ass looking dude chick on the screen. What the fuck? And I walked out the house and then I came back and was like, okay, still going. So, you know, I'm trying to catch up. I know some people in the chat that probably join later too. That's why I'm asking these questions. So I apologize if I'm moving the conversation back a little bit, but
no, you're good. And Nap,
well, I'm sorry. It's Nap. I'm sorry. It's gonna take somebody really like that has some type of position to take a stand, much like in Canada, like the professor did. What was the name? Is it Jordan Peterson?
Yeah.
Much as he did, that he took a stand where they were forcing him pretty much to call people them or whatever pronoun they needed.
Caesars, him,
yeah, and he refused. And he said, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be forced. And he fought it. And it did not go that way because he said, no, I'll call them by their name, but I'm not calling them what they want.
Yeah, you can't make me, you can't tell me that you're a tree and make me call you a fucking tree, bro. And that's what's slowly happening here, and even American society. And like you said, people are afraid to, you know, be called, you know, phobic or whatever the fuck, to stand on their own square. and dare fight the that's not even really the masses, because again, like I said, trans people make up less than 1% of the population. So how many people are you even truly pissing off?
Right.
You as black people, we don't even have that kind of clout. Somebody say nigga, call you a nigga, is just like, oh well, I'll make an apology and it is what it is, nigga. There is no cancellation for that. And like I said, no matter what alternative lifestyle person do or whatever, that's your sexuality is a choice. Point blank, period. What I mean? That's why sexuality is a choice. That they tried the gene thing that's been disproven. And like I said, all in all, bisexuality is proof that it's a choice. You like both, motherfucker. You don't want just one, you want the whole and the pole. All right.
I'll argue that too.
And, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick to Marco's point. We talk about people with platforms. Now I got to bring in another controversial figure when we talk about Angela Staten King, right? Because I made it clear, like I follow her on Twitter. I understand the whole bullshit that went on with her and Tommy. However, if you follow her Twitter page, she is against the P word and she is against the trans community. You know what I'm saying? And she represents family and all that. Now, I'm not going to get into her personal life. I'm just talking about the things that she puts out there publicly and gets thousands, sometimes tens of thousands likes and retweets that can back this. And she's not an elected official yet, but she's somebody that's like, listen, I'm putting it all on the line. This is what I represent. This is what I believe in. This is what I stand. But people are, they throwing rocks at her, looking to tear her down, which is why a lot of people that are more relatable don't run for office, because everybody can't stand up to that. You know what I'm saying? But she's somebody that's doing it. So, I mean, but a lot of people had a lot of negative things to say about her.
But you know why, DJ Nav? Because this is the thing, right?
She was trying to get some cheeks on the side. I know why. Ain't nothing wrong with no cheeks. Ain't nothing wrong with no cheeks.
Right? If you're going to come out and say that publicly, but behind closed doors, it's a different thing.
That's your business.
The fact is that when you do finally get power, you're the kind of person who says all the right stuff before the election, but then when you get into office, you do nothing or work for the other side. You can't be trusted.
Yeah, politicians are not the best. Yeah, not the best
vehicle. Don't be drawn in. No, but she's saying she's all for family, but then is she really all for family?
Yeah.
She ain't all for husband. She just was like, listen, what's up with them? Listen, we can go up here in this cabin.
Entanglements are authorized in 2020, man. This is a new marriage.
Yeah, but
somebody gave the green light.
Yeah, yo, you can't show me nobody's been married 20, 30 years and they ain't never had no side situation. It doesn't exist.
I'm with him on that one too, bro.
Well, that's not it. That's not it, though. What she's saying is, I think the Tuna was saying is that when it comes to a politician, really, it's all a front when the cameras are on. It's a front. When the cameras are off, you don't know who the hell that person is. And then this was just a sample of that. That's what I think the Tuna was saying.
But is that enough to? I'm sorry, go ahead. So.
Oh yeah. What I was going to say to what you said earlier about the whole Matrix thing, but keep this in mind, right? You mentioned something about the actors, right? So Morpheus Fishburne is not in it, right? There could be a reason why he's not in it, right? Because
the new one,
Trinity and Neo are in there. Yep. So from now to 2022, something could change within that film. It could be canceled, based on what's going on. It could be canceled. There could be actors that switch in and out, So we don't know what's going to happen, but at least we're getting this stuff now. We got 2 years to see what's going to happen. So I think we got to take that into consideration too, because who knows if the actors actually agree with this type of thing. They could just jump ship, and after the backlash, that's probably going to happen with this movie.
Oh, did he cut off?
No, he finished.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay. I was listening, but what I would say is, like, as far as this thing goes, men, we fight, we have conflicts with each other, but they're not necessarily unhealthy as long as some progression happens after that fight. As long as no one's permanently injured or killed or whatever, conflict can be a good thing. Like some of my best friends, I went like 12 rounds with them and then we had a beer after. You get what I'm saying? But the good thing is when there's a common enemy, men tend to unite under the flag, whether it's temporarily or, permanent, in order to vanquish an enemy. You get what I'm saying? And, we got guys like, I don't know, let's say Soul Provider is an analyst. He's good with the analytics and stuff. And then you got like, say, Fantastic and Marco that's like a field agent. He's like, it's like James Bond and Q, right? You got two sides of the coin, you bring them together and, everything works. But without one side of the coin, nothing works. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
My bad. I didn't mean to kill the vibe.
What I got out of that is this is all fantastic.
I was looking for the theme music. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Well, like I said, Skittle niggas are gonna start making channels saying red pill. That's what's gonna happen.
Nah, bro. Like, why would you encourage that?
I can predict the future, bro.
This
I
is
know,
the thing,
but-
though. If they might try,
Yes.
but the only way they can get away with it, right, is if we completely drop it from this space.
Thank you.
And then they can take it over
Thank
and
you.
claim it.
Where's my
But
motherfucking...
if we keep using it, they won't be able to claim it, They'll just give up.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know.
Oh, no wonder.
It go one of two ways. You either go abandon it or you gonna go all the way in, man. You gotta go hard. You basically have to tell you basically have to fucking call out the Wachowski fucking sister and say she's full of shit, she's bullshit. No, this is why. Look at this, and this. How in the hell can you wait 20 fucking years and then all of a sudden come out and say this is some type of alternative lifestyle allegory? And you could do that, but again, that's going to take a huge effort. But at the same time, like especially coming from the black aspect of it, because a lot of white dudes in the white I guess the white manosphere. Which where the fuck is the white manosphere? Y'all niggas keep saying it's two manospheres. I've never seen the white manosphere. Who's the person from the white manosphere? Y'all,
Rollo Tomasi and maybe the 21 convention, that type of thing.
Rollo Tomasi is a white guy.
I think so.
Yeah, I looked him up before. Yo, he's like a.
He white?
Yeah, he a white dude.
A motherfucker named Rollo?
Right.
Probably Rolando. He put in his Rolando and he changed it.
Right.
Listen, if he was black,
yeah. I'm not saying that 21 convention is full. I mean, it used to be full white, I think, and then there was Asians, and then now I think AMS is going to be there supposedly this year. I think.
Either way, that's funny.
For real.
I just looked on Google. Rollo, Rolo Tomasi, and there's a British band from Sheffield, England.
Yeah,
nah, but
all I'm seeing. I don't know who the fuck is this. I don't.
if he was
I
black,
just found
they
him on
would-
YouTube.
yeah, if he was black, they would have called him Rollo.
Rollo.
The R.
Man. Shout out to Cyberline, our man in the streets with the eyewitness news. Random shout out.
Yeah, that was some good shit, man. Damn.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. Right on, yeah, that's pretty good.
So
Right
I mean,
right in Midtown. Damn.
who do you think they're advertising for, though? It's not black men, obviously.
everybody else, I guess, it's like that covert flag, oh yeah, gather around us up, maybe.
Or like BLM. What is BLM, right?
Yeah.
It is BLM, yeah. So that's that same people they've been advertising for the whole time, right? I mean, I'm sure who are the main supporters? Who are the main people spraying BLM all over the place?
That's a whole other
Yeah,
conversation.
it's a crusty ass old white guy, man. What the hell going on? With
Yeah, I
But
didn't
his
even
book
know.
is fire, though. His book
I
is
didn't know who
fire.
he was. I didn't know who he was.
I said he got what's the name of them shirts they used to wear in the back in the day? Them fucking what's the name shirts?
Tie-dye shirts?
The rock shirts that was popular for a little minute.
You mean the flannels?
No, they was like rocker t-shirts, but they was like they had crosses and shit on them. It was a big ass brand thing when niggas was rocking them for like a little minute. It was tight
Ed
ass.
Hardy.
Ed Hardy,
Ed Hardy,
yeah.
Ed Hardy shirt.
Yeah, like he got a fucking Ed Hardy shirt on and shit, man. What the fuck going on?
But like, I must confess, I never had no idea who all these characters are. I've been introduced to them by most of you guys because I just came in by accident.
I just fucking I just like this whole fucking white manosphere shit. I like, who the fuck is this shit? The only other motherfucker I guess is what's the dude? I did see this dude Roosh V or whatever the fuck. I don't know if he was white manosphere or not.
Right?
I don't know any of them.
Him.
That's that one's kind of like a precursor because I think Roosh was kind of like in between the PUAs and the actual red pill, like that time period, right? Am I wrong?
Well, what about the old school ones? Like I know the Zero turned me on to like Barbarossa and then like those dudes. What were those dudes? Because that's like we're talking about 2009.
Yeah,
because I actually listened to those.
Hardcore Tito.
Yeah, those dudes like in 2008.
Him.
What about those dudes?
I don't know that dude, but you know, like you guys remember PUAs, right? Like they would do all these tricks in the bars and stuff to try to pull a chick or whatever.
Get out of there.
Well, no, I was that after 2001?
Yeah.
Yeah, up until a certain point in time, and then that movement died.
With the hat, mysterious or something.
Yeah.
I missed
so that was like a precursor, but it was a lot of the game stuff, like how to trick a chick.
Get out of there. That's
how to trick a chick.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean get out of there, man? What is this, man? What is this?
Yeah, we don't got to talk about it. I was just answering the question. That's all.
But yeah, man. Like I said, I don't, bro. I have no idea. Like I'm still learning shit about this, like the manosphere shit versus white manosphere and MGTOW and all this other shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, but it's check. They were saying you had, those guys they got doxxed and left YouTube. That's what I mean. Were they like white dudes? I mean, what were they? The Barbarossa and then those guys.
I don't know that guy. Let me Google that.
Stardust or Stardom, because I remember like those were the ones that Zero turned me on to, and I was listening to them, and they were pretty much. I mean, they had that seriousness. I mean, they were like super serious.
Right.
I mean, they approached a topic as a book report, as a thesis, and they delivered it. They delivered it. So it's very interesting to hear their old videos.
I
think you should check it out.
Problem was, and I'm opposite of fantastic. Like I discovered the black manosphere through the white space. And I just started coming across black content creators and was like, oh shit, okay. And then learning about it more and all that other stuff. But
I've only been I found YouTube a year ago, and it was only because I was searching for some news on my boy Tekashi, who happens to be the greatest rapper ever.
This dude, man. Get out of here.
I'm serious about that. That's how I found it. I was finding some news on Tekashi, and some dude did a video. And that dude was he was
Marco down, man.
Hey man, he only happens to be the greatest rapper ever. So what am I gonna do about that?
Have lyrics? Seriously?
What do you like? Hey, stupid! I got stupid. That's not man. Come on, man. That's awesome.
You gotta be trolling. Gotta be trolling.
Like ha ha.
He got green stripes in his hair to match his car, man. Like.
But I do like Tekashi. That's my boy though.
Trolling hard, master troll.
No, I do. I'm not gonna say I do like
that. Real.
He's fun, man. He's fun to watch. He's fun to listen to. I just don't like it when he does like collaborations with these old holes. He doesn't need these old holes. He doesn't need to be with those. He doesn't need them. He can be by himself. He doesn't need those holes.
I heard he's flopping though.
He is.
He's flopping? What do you mean flopping?
Like he's losing his star appeal.
Well, everybody gets. What did you see? His new song came out like 3 or 4 days ago. It's pretty good.
Oh no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he just did a video. He just did a video where he was in. I guess he was in New York, and he did a troll video where he was getting chased on the street by some dudes, and then when finally they caught him and said, "Hey, sir, you dropped this $1." And go, okay, my bad.
Man,
like they're chasing him, and then he had his bodyguards carrying him in a radio flyer truck.
That's just funny. Yeah,
he's awesome.
That shit's funny, but it's to the hip hop community. All right, so like when he dropped that last song when he got out and he did the video when he was on house arrest,
Right.
I didn't download that. I didn't play that at no parties. I'm not playing no Takashi. Like I can't even play Gummo no more. And that
I
shit was
played.
fire.
I played it. I played in my car, man. So I bet I do, man.
You know,
It
and
made
then
me
the
feel
other
good.
joint he did with Nicki Minaj, that shit
Nah,
was
see, that's the whole hole. That's
fire.
where he went wrong. That's where he went wrong. You don't need to know whole.
What? I'm just saying, like I was in Stadium, yo. Shout out to Stadium in DC. You ever come to DC when the opens, go to Stadium, like they be swinging from the poles and the ceilings, and the shit is amazing. You know what I'm saying? But like he fucked it up because it's like, we can't even play. He had bangers, but because of the whole controversy, like you can't be respected in the community, man. You know, if
That's
you
crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy. That's a whole other conversation. That's crazy though. Yeah, the new song is called Punani. I didn't like it because now it has 3 syllables, and I can only do 2 at a time. I can do Kuda, I can do Billy, I can do Tati, but I like Punani. Oh man, that's
I didn't
horrible.
even know you guys say that word over there.
Punani.
Punani is worldwide.
Oh, I thought it was just here.
It's Marco nickname. Marco
Caribbean first,
Punani
man. Caribbean
Grande.
first. It was Caribbean
Yeah,
before it was
from the
UK.
Caribbean. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Really?
yeah. It's
So
like
somebody was
Caribbean
like,
slang.
I mean, somebody was under a coconut tree like Punani.
And then shortened it to boom boom.
And the boom, 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 money. No, it's bum that we're not gonna ever pick up. Don't worry about it, Tuna. I can keep
No,
that one.
you guys have got your own definition.
Yeah, we got our own bums. We don't
Tramp.
like those. They're nothing to look at, the bums out here.
Do you guys call them tramps as well?
Tramps?
Yeah.
No, tramps is like another word for like
mostly.
yeah. Tramp is another word for like a floozy also, like a hoe.
Yeah. So we call the people that live on the streets tramps.
Nah, that's a UK thing.
Yeah.
Guys too?
Yeah, like anyone. If you're homeless, like the homeless people, they're tramps.
There's
Yeah,
actually
that's just
Wait, wait, hold on. So it makes sense though. It makes sense because there was a Disney movie, The Lady and the Tramp. The tramp was a homeless dog. The lady
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
and the tramp was like, you know, this ruffian. This
Oh, that's right. It is a hairy dog. That's right. I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I remember one time we were going to watch like Fantastic pulled something up, right? And it was called Bum Fights. And before he pulled it up, I was thinking, what the hell is this going to be? Because it was called Bum Fights.
it was a bum. No, that's
But
right.
then it was tramps fighting each other. But I thought it was going to be some sort of freaky, like I don't know. It wasn't what I thought it was.
No, Jessica, definitely. There's not gonna be no niggas fucking bumping asses. Right? Bro, this motherfucker, I can tell you that.
Hey,
Oh shit.
Booby's
Not
last
gonna
name
happen.
the other day.
Yeah, Cyberline. We call people bin men, the people that take our rubbish.
Whoa.
Bin man.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're the
Tin
bin
Man?
men.
Nah,
Like
y'all
the bin
wilding
men
in the
that
UK
carry
now.
bags.
Y'all wilding. Y'all
What do
wilding.
you guys call them? They're bin men.
Oh.
They take your bins, right?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
bin man?
That's
What is
a
it?
mix of
Garbage
they get in the
men.
bin. They get in the bin. Yeah.
Garbage.
Oh yeah, you guys call them garbage guys. That's it.
Yeah, it's funny because I spent 4 years in the UK, and any slang that I dropped at all, it got eaten up by whatever girl I was seeing at the time.
Well,
So hold up, bin men is the trash guys, like trash collectors.
Yeah, we call them bin men.
What was the other shit you said the other day? Like bum buddies or bum? What did you say?
Bum chums.
Bum.
What's that? What's that?
Bum chums are like best friends. Like your joint at the hip, bum chums. Like
Okay.
joint at your bum. Yeah.
Yeah, like attached at the hip, kind of, sort of like Siamese twins, kind of.
Yeah,
sort of like,
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, bum chums. Oh, bum chum ass niggas. What the fuck y'all ain't never away from each other. Something's going on there.
Well, you remember that Otis Redding it had a song called Tramp. What you call me? Tramp. What you call me? Tramp. So I guess you guys forgot about that one, huh?
Otis Redding had a song called
Yeah, Tramp. And it was remade by somebody else in the 80s.
Yeah, Otis Redding's from Macon too.
Otis Redding has a song called Tramp.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one.
Who else remade? Let me see.
So this is funny, man. I forgot whose channel we were on, but they were making fun of Jessica, and Jessica kind of like flipped it, like how here in America we make fun of the English language when we basically corrupted and perversed a lot of the stuff that they say correctly, and we I think it was Bernard's channel, but this is just another example of that.
It was Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper remade it, Mr. Fantastic.
Oh,
Tramp.
okay.
Yeah, Tramp. But anyway, bum chums, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Good talking. Good bum chumming with y'all. Be cool. Peace.
Oh man.
I hope that don't become a thing.
Peace.
Oh man. Just like what was you saying that shit? We was fucking on somebody's ass. I forget who it was. Oh no, yeah, I ain't gonna bring it up. I remember what it was about now.
Yeah, I remember what it was about.
That's why I was dying. I remember. Yeah, man. Bum chum ass niggas. I can't do nothing without each other. But yeah, man. It's just like I said, man. Hey, I'm just a motherfucker put it out here. I know y'all are busy with Tommy Lauren and old niggas, giving out old nigga narratives and shit right now, whatever the fuck. But hey, niggas, whatever y'all want to do with it. Hey, it was like the wise man versus the fool, or not the fool, the wise man and the motherfucker that was jealous of him. I'm gonna take this bird out there, and if he say it's alive, I'm gonna crush it in my hand. And if he say it's dead, I'm gonna open my hands and let it fly away. And the wise man said, hey, it's what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the approach you need to have with this bullshit, because man, I done seen these motherfuckers do it, bro. Y'all think it's crazy as to where like, oh, they're not worried about this space. They wouldn't be trying to, come in here and take anything over or anything else. Y'all just had all that shit to believe about the white boy, and even though we literally just met this nigga the day before, he had absolutely no knowings about this fucking sector. Y'all,
See,
go ahead, Jessica.
no, like people think that this space is small or it goes unnoticed, and in a way it is small, but the impact it has is big, because it sparks a lot of conversations in real life.
Right.
So people are getting the knowledge here and then they're passing it on to other people that they know. And so in that way, it creates a big network. And so they're onto it because there's a lot of real conversations that go on here that basically they don't want to happen anymore. So any way that they can sort of target this space, they will.
And that was my thing. Like when I
True.
post stuff on Facebook, and I have a few thousand followers, and then I participate in groups that have thousands of followers, and it's like it could just be a simple question, and then you get a few hundred comments or whatever, and it's like, okay, people are actually talking about this, or even see somebody else post a question, and it's like, okay. Like I said, I've been out in other social environments, and somebody sparked a conversation, whether they're listening to Tommy or whoever, and nobody discloses that information, right? But it's you can understand from the conversation because they're only being had on that type of, in my opinion, intellectual level, to where they've been thought out, they've been kicked around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And even sometimes the slang be different. Like you're like, oh man, hold up, man. Where's this person from? That they're saying this and they're saying it this way. So that's always been my stance. Like I said, one of the things I appreciate about, Mr. Fantastic and the few other people that I listen to in this space is the fact that you can have the conversation and challenge it. You allow other people to counter your arguments. You know what I'm saying? And that's growth. So I said it to say, like, I'm kind of like on a let it burn, but there might be some hope kind of thing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I was presenting those questions earlier in regards to newfound information with the trans pill. You know what I'm saying? And how we move forward, and if we even can move forward. You know what I mean? Should we move forward? Like, yeah, you can ask questions all day, but I think it's important that we continue to have this conversation and not be basically like pushed off our square. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of them cats. Something I'm gonna stand in. Some things I can see, but it's some things I'm just not. And I honestly believe and see firsthand via social media and in real life, like there is definitely an attack on masculinity. But it's like, okay, I got a 16-year-old son. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then just being a straight dude, and I be feeling alone because I got homeboys that sometimes they be conceding stuff, and I'm like, what? Nah, man. Like, what the fuck? What are y'all doing? Like, this doesn't make you a woman hater because you have standards or you're willing to check a chick or you know what I'm saying, or a homophobe because you're not interested in dealing with alternative lifestyle type. But where's the line? I guess is my ultimate question.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing, man. Like I said, I think the Jordan Peterson example is one of the best ones, man. I mean, dudes, especially, and like I said, he went out and I think he emboldened a lot of other men by men seeing him be the first to do it. And the advantage we have in this space is, a lot of us already have a group, what I'm saying, an organization of sorts to fight the shit so that it never gets to the point of where it has to be a single man on his own, putting everything on his back.
Right.
So, yeah, man, the whole thing for this, bro, like I said, hey, nothing could come of this shit or something could come of it. I'm just bringing it up for the purpose of people knowing what the fuck's going on and bringing it to your attention. So that way, if it comes around, you won't be surprised.
Yeah.
But I had heard nothing about this shit until, like I said, yesterday, somebody brought it up and I went and did the research concerning it. And like I said, especially with this space, man, we have a new pill talk like every other, every other fucking day. So by all means, man, you need to be aware of, something that may be coming on the horizon to try and, like Jessica said, either overtake the shit and claim it as their own, because now the creators of the shit has said this is about trans people and so on and so forth. So you can see them trying to, push in on the shit and take over the, pretty much the ideology in totality, or them just come into the space and they try to establish themselves as, subject matter experts, or to challenge us on the points of it. And, I wouldn't really expect them to be trying to hop on panels and shit like that for the most part, but definitely like in the comment sections, like Soul Provider said, anything they see with red pilling in the title of it, you start seeing a lot more, unfamiliar screen names in your chat or in your comment section, telling you that you don't know anything about what the fuck you're talking about. No, that's not what it means. And, trying to go back and forth with these motherfuckers and,
you bigot.
So this would be like how Jessica had, like, she went from like 100, 200 people in the chat to like 600 that time. Cats got to be prepared for that influx.
Well, yeah, man, like I said, man, and if you play it right, it works to your advantage. You know what I mean? The ultimate thing, man, like I said, bro, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Everybody knows that saying, right? But a lot of times, a lot of these niggas ain't ready. This just point blank period. A lot of these people, they don't want to have a conversation. They don't want to, get deep down into the shit to be able to defend their points. And a lot of like the essence of a lot of these people. There's some people that's just cut from that cloth and they're really willing and able to do it. But a lot of people just aren't, man. And like I said, this is why they don't want to have the conversation a lot of times. They don't want to debate it, or they look at debating and discussions as arguments and silly shit that we shouldn't even while we're talking about it. So again, man, if you get it, you get it. You don't.
Yeah, you're just being aware. It's not like it's doom and gloom. You're just being aware, putting it out there, covering it. Which is good. Who knows if someone else might cover it on the other side and they have a fucking big ass channel. You never know. So you're the first one to cover this so far. I'm pretty sure, because for some reason niggas like to copy your content and shit. This won't be the first time we see this. Someone will probably talk about it again if there's a bigger article or some shit. So
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm a nobody ass nigga on Black YouTube. Don't hey, nobody cares about me. nobody does that. They some reason though, my name happens to do numbers. Shout out to Bernard Riley. All right, like I said, I'll be paying attention to all that shit, man. Y'all look for my name in the title, man. Just look at the comparison of like similar works in the same amount of time or less amount of time, man. That's all I'm saying. As much motherfuckers claim they hate me, you see my name in the title, motherfucker, you go do numbers. All right, go do numbers. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean?
I'll try to stay out of that, but you're right.
Some people probably just salty because you're the next one up.
Hey man, don't say that, man. Because
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying, like, that might be it.
Niggas are counsel niggas some shit. All right,
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of this motherfucker, man. Get my ass ready for what tomorrow? Cause I gotta fucking work tomorrow. Unfortunately.
Here's what I found on the web.
Oh shit! Did you? I gotta fix this shit too, man. I got this new fucking phone. I don't even know what the trigger word is or why it keeps fucking coming up for like the search or some weird shit I just be talking. I think it's nigga. Is it nigga? Nah, it didn't pop up, so it's not nigga. But nah, man. Great convo, man. I appreciate you guys coming up. You know, and just ultimately, like I said, man, this is the whole gist of my shit. You know, come had a conversation, talk about it, and you know, people help contribute and cover the shit that I may have missed. You know what I'm saying, or add some total new, you know, avenue of conversation that needs to be covered. Excuse me. Shit, my damn throat dry. A whole new avenue of conversation needs to be covered and considered, because again, like I say, that red pill shit here is huge, bro. All right, that red pill shit is extremely huge in this space. And like I said, for someone to literally redefine the reason of the matrix, which is the basis and the, you know, the essence, the complete and total essence of red pill, I'm just saying you should be, you know, be prepared. All right, like I told you niggas, y'all want to practice, but y'all never want to play. And it might be game time soon for the bullshit, but it is what it is, man. Y'all got anybody got closing statements or anything y'all want to say, man, before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I'll say something real quick. Yeah, it's I'd say that all this stuff, whether it's like red pill, black pill, MGTOW, I mean, there's some people that take it too far, but it's something that's really needed, because if you look at the stories that people have like, you know, killed themselves over some stuff like attacks on their masculinity, or, you know, getting that you know, like getting a divorce, and you know, they got taken to the cleaners and stuff. So it has helped a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's another big thing too, bro. If you have any type of, you know, self-harm thoughts or stuff like that, man, there is a, you know, suicide hotline and shit like that. By any means, man, with me, bro. If you got problems like that, bro, hit me. I'm not the most well-trained individual, but I promise you, bro. No matter what it is, whoop a nigga ass, go to jail. You know, go get you a bitch, pay that $40. Bro, it's never that bad. I promise you, bro. Again, like I said, 10 dicks a day, man. 10 dicks a day. never that bad, man. As long as you here, bro, you are winning. You have a chance to turn your shit around, bro. All right, it's never that motherfucking bad. And if it's a person or anything else, you whoop that motherfucker before you do something to yourself. All right, a assault charge ain't that bad. You get over it. Don't kill him. I ain't say kill him now. Don't kill him, motherfucker. But you know, do whatever you need to do, man, in order to, you know what I mean, prioritize yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go the route of, you know, getting yourself up out of here, man, you never at least give yourself the chance to talk to somebody, because you never know, man. Like I said, I've been through a lot of shit in my life, bro. A lot. And you know, another thing too is I helped a lot of other people in their lives. So reach out to somebody, talk to them, bro. If you got shit going on, I know what it's like, nigga, to have your whole world crumbling down around you. I was 27 years old, and I thought the world was gonna be over, bro. But you know, I'm here, you know, 10 years later. So by all means, man, if y'all ever need somebody to talk to on some serious shit like that, whatever, by all means, if I can't help you, bro, I'll definitely get you in the right direction. And you know, that's that mental health and that support. Again, that's another big thing. See, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Nat for bringing that shit up. Listen, bro, we gotta really be here for each other. We give a fuck and we care like we claim we care. All right. Not just on the, you know, this shit was on the so forth. His brothers reached out to me and told me that, you know, I helped them and I affected their lives outside of this YouTube shit. And that's why I do this, man. I greatly appreciate it. I'll ever take it for granted. I tell y'all for real. That's me for real, bro. I ain't got no front to put on for you niggas. This is me. All right. So like I said, man, if anything I can really help you with, you know what I'm saying, outside of YouTube, man, like I said, the child support shit is on the so forth. I reached out to brothers on that. And a lot of different things, just life advice or whatever. I'm not gonna charge you no fucking fee. Hey, I'm not gonna charge no consultation, no shit like that, man. I'm here to help any way I can help. You know what I'm saying? Because I will hope that, you know what I'm saying, if you had something for me, you know what I'm saying, you'd be able to do the same thing for me and not feel like you had the motherfucking pay to do the shit. And y'all niggas give me way too much money already anyway. So we covered that. Don't worry about it. But yeah, man, whoever's next, my bad. I wrap it off.
I'll say my bit. I don't have much to say. Just thank you for having me on.
Hey, yeah, and Jessica, I'm gonna need you to get one profile pic and just stick with it. I'm niggas talking too much. Niggas already talking and complaining. All right, so I'm gonna get blamed for that every time Jessica X did some new shit. Shout out to DJ Nav for the cash out, brother. Thank you, appreciate you.
No doubt, man.
It's all your fault, Mr.
Yeah, see,
Fantastic.
that's my fault.
I agree.
I unleashed Jessica X on the sphere. I'll take that, nigga.
Created a monster.
I'm the fucking most hated nigga at YouTube right now. I'll put the award up, fucking O'Shea. I need the most hated award, nigga. Rookie of the year, and most hated, nigga, to close it out. I want it all. And Rumble champion, motherfucker. If it's retired, I need that. If the Rumble's retired, I need the last motherfucking goddamn title. All right.
King of the Rumble.
Even with the fucking with a several month hiatus. You know what it is. Y'all know, again, I do numbers. But who left or what? Especially since Hope provided this on y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Good topic. I'm glad you covered it. Very important. So, like I said, just keep it up. Good shit.
Appreciate you, bro. No problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say shout out to Mr. Fantastic for covering this. I mean, everybody's stuck on the Tommy Lauren wave, so I think this was a good idea to cover something that could have bearings on the future, the manosphere, and just the future things in general. So, all I'm gonna say is this: listen, you guys who listen to this video, y'all need to get in line and get yourself a tinfoil fitted, a tinfoil beret, a tinfoil sombrero, whatever you need. Because listen, you mightn't be seeing it now, you mightn't understand, but trust me, you're going to be in line for it. It's up to you. Take it or leave it. Anyways, shout out to Fantastic again. It was nice being here.
Appreciate you, bro. No problem. And Naf, you went, right? Naf?
I didn't think I did. I didn't know I was going, but
go ahead.
Just real quick, man. I'll just say, to your point, man. Like as a veteran, I lost a brother in arms when I was in, well, actually shortly after I got out, to suicide. You know what I'm saying? And you could never like get over that feeling of like, damn, why didn't he call me? Why didn't he talk to me? You know what I'm saying? So not to like, make things too sad or whatever, but like, yeah, man, it's brothers in this space, man. Like I've already myself built relationships outside of this to where you exchange information and it's brothers that you can talk to. So to Fantastic's point, man, anybody that's listening, man, take advantage of that. If that brother say, hey, man, hit me up, I got some information for you, child support, relationships, career, whatever. The space is too full of people not to engage in them type of conversations. So yeah, I just want to thank you for that again, brother. I definitely, like I said, got a few more dollars to send you for what you're doing. I don't agree with all the different beef that's going on, but I'm always going, like I say, real recognize
I'm
real.
vegan. I'm vegan, baby. I'm out of the beef game.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
Like I said, the shit I did with the last guy, it was just a direct thing. Ain't no beef.
Right.
I said it. They ultimate respect for the guy.
Yeah. You always show love, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's why, like I said, I rock with you, and I appreciate you for allowing me to.
Yeah, I appreciate you for seeing it, bro. I really appreciate you for seeing, man. I
get
tried.
in here, man. And like I said, you down there where I'm at, so don't be surprised if I hit you, man. Like, hey, listen, man, I'm out here, bro. You gotta pull up.
Hey, all right, for sure, man. Just let me know, bro. You got most definitely. Hey, man, greatly appreciate everybody that came through, man, for the support. Like I said, you guys really, really keep me sharp and keep me aware of my very, very small part to play in this big puzzle. I don't take it for granted. I keep telling y'all that. I keep reiterating it so you never ever forget it. I'm never gonna be that nigga that's just like, who is you? Who is you? I know all you niggas. I see all the people, the A1 day ones, the people that support me through all this bullshit and everything else, So just know, man, like I said, if you need something from me, man, I got my email. My email is in the about section. It's fantastic824@gmail.com. Hit me and let me know, man. Like I said, anything I can do to help you out, especially like in a tough spot or whatever in your life, man. Life advice, connections, things like that, whatever. And my Instagram too. People hit me up for that too, man. Just shoot it to me, bro. Let me know. Like I said, it's plenty of wonderful individuals in this space, man, like Nav said. And I think we have to, make it easier, to network, man, and, truly, support and depend upon each other, if and when it's feasible. But all in all, man, I ran my mouth way too long. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Let's down on that one. Now we get down. I'll catch you on the next one.